Chronic, 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 chronic,
Yeah, they were talking about the music.
Was there sound, guys? Can you guys hear sound?
I think that person was muted.
Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear us.
No, put like a 5 in the chat. Sound is loud.
Sound is loud. Too loud? This is sound check, guys. So you guys can hear? Could you hear us earlier?
More louder. Go more louder.
Hey everyone.
Distorted.
The volume is distorted.
These have to be turned down.
Sound check. Are we sounding good? We're in a barrel.
They are in a barrel.
My voice is too loud.
We have the mic played. Mic played. How's that? Good, okay. Let me go in and there's a echo cancellation deal here. How about now? Is that better? Is the echo gone?
Getting better? Okay.
Getting better. Thanks, baby.
Is that better?
I did the echo cancellation in the settings that might have hit the work. Music out nicely.
Good.
Make that go.
How does this sound?
Can you hear us? Music way loud. Okay. Well, that's.
Is our voices good? Music sucks. That's like some of the best music ever.
Should I kick her out? Can we do that?
You got something to prove to us now.
No, we can't do that.
No, just kidding.
Some
that
people
is
don't
Panic in Babylon.
Some people don't like good stuff.
So oh, well, it's the words that matter. Whether you like the jams, it's the message that matters most. And Babylon is panicking.
Okay, I will do
See,
that.
it's way too close to my face.
Well, back up from it.
What?
There you go.
And then you're like.
How about this? Is that good?
Studio tribulations.
Studio tribulations.
Vocal audio is distorted as well.
Vocal audio is distorted as well.
See?
How do we sound compared to each other? That's why I'm copying it. That needs to be more.
Standard's clear. I wonder why.
That's better.
What's that? Sound good? Who does this? Hi, who does this?
It's a great name.
Who does this? I love that name. Who does this? We should definitely do a weekly show on who does this. We were talking about that earlier.
It makes me wonder why all the other channels don't have like 10 minutes of sound checking.
Sound check, sound check. I'm going to close out the show with that song because that's one of my most favorite songs in the world.
She does have beautiful green sometimes eyes.
Me? They're not green.
So, yeah, they are sometimes. Whoa.
What color are they?
I can zoom in. Look. Yeah, look. They're greenish. It depends on the day.
I sound a little hoarse. I'm not hoarse.
You're a little horse.
I'm a horsey. Nay! So how is everybody tonight? Green and full of shit? Yeah!
Sally, you cracked me up.
I know. I love Sally so much. Sally's one of my favorites.
Yep, she's a good one. Well, what do you want to talk about first?
So I was letting some people come in here. I'm glad we had some sound check because it made some more people come in here. Everybody put a 1 in the chat. See if more people come
ones.
in.
Put a 5 in the
Yes, the
chat.
1
like
changes
ones.
the algorithms.
It doesn't
I
have to
don't
be a
care.
1.
It doesn't matter.
No. It has to be just one of the same thing of whatever. It could be like a elephant in the
All
chat.
right, 333.
Put a 333
in the chat.
Your mic is distorted a little. I hear that through the headphones, but we were told on the last video, even though we heard that it was good on the other side. That's just our monitor volume over there.
Okay.
For what we hear, that's pitch. That's next one's mids. Next one's bass.
How's this?
How's that?
Check.
Check.
Check. Does that sound better? 333. Yeah.
Well, it looks like you're really pretty, so that's good.
Am I pretty tonight? Does everyone approve? I put mica on my face. I don't wear makeup, but I don't mind putting mica around my eyes. I think that...
Sounds a lot better. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
I think that years of, a lot of makeups out there are toxic. And that's why I don't really wear it. I stopped wearing makeup in my early 20s, and I haven't worn makeup.
Well, we almost never let the kids do it.
Right. Especially not those Dollar General makeups.
Well, that's usually what they want, and
Yeah.
that's not good. So we're not letting them.
Yeah.
But we have mica because we make
I like 30. Yeah.
soaps and stuff.
Soaps and anything you want to color, like lip balms. You can put mica and the epoxy resin stuff that the kids make.
It's a mineral.
It's just a mineral.
They mine it out of the ground like any rock, but it's all like cool and glittery, and it comes in all the colors. Super cool. Not that we know anything about
that. Sally for it. Mica looks beautiful. Mica is beautiful. It gives accent to anything: crafts, paints, epoxies. But I'll dust some mica on.
I want to glitter bomb somebody with mica.
I know, exactly. Mica is magical, but it's actually really good for your skin too. So you can put mica in homemade like face masks and stuff like that, and it helps to make you look beautiful.
Maybe I need to do that.
Oh, Leslie, thank you. But all right. So there's close to 100 people in here, and let's get on with what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
So the title of the show is obviously something about ketamine and a trans kid they called Desmond the Amazing. And the reason we are bringing up Desmond the Amazing is because in our little dig of the Feet Fables, we found some things.
Let me show this real quick.
Oh, we got to say this. Yes, sorry.
We don't have to say it. We just got to there it is.
Yep, there it is.
That's the thing that allows us to play other people's stuff and not get in trouble.
Yeah, legality purposes there.
Legalities.
Mm-hmm. Because we have some things to show you.
Does it have to be up for a certain amount of time, or can I just?
No, I think that's
I just flash
fine.
it.
Do we have to read it or something? Go ahead and read it, Xander.
You want me to read it?
Just to cover. Yeah, whatever.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs. Discs? I think this is outdated. Under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use, and it's allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under Title 17 U.S.C. Scribbly sign 107, period.
All right.
Good.
There we go. Ass is covered, right? Oh, am I allowed to say that?
Asses are covered.
Okay. So, yeah, that kid scares me. Desmond is a very sad, sad boy. And he is what we call broken and fractured. His mind is very fractured. And we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to explain to you why we even brought him up. So we were going into the deep dive on feet fables. And we ended up finding some really dark, crazy rabbit holes and some very interesting characters that were liking and commenting and being very excited about famous young boys' photographs. And this stuff was being found on Instagram and other places. And we're not here to tell you what to think about these things. We're just here to present some things that we have found on our journey through the deep research of feet fables. Okay. And when we started digging on a little boy named Lev, what is Sally Forth having to say right now?
She's just making disclaimers for us.
Okay, cool. So we started with research based on finding like his name associated with the glitchy video and the feet fables. And then after months of research, we found videos of him in Russia in a dance competition. And then the research investigation found that the young boy, Lev Levalikov, I think that's how you say it. Lev Levalikov. That's how I've been saying it.
Lelikov.
Lilikov.
Right?
Is that how you say it? Lilikov.
You should have been Russian.
Yeah. Lilikov. On Instagram and other social media websites. And yes, one of our team members wrote this. I'm reading it because she took the time to write it so nicely. When hunting predators, you first have to find their prey. Now we are finding the predators who go after these young boys and girls. And that is what we have been busy doing. We are not involved in any of the drama, nor are we reactive to the false accusations against us and our family and our business and everything surrounding us. And we do not engage with these people because we're doing the real work. And we are also reporting our findings.
Mandatorily.
Yeah, mandatorily. So we have no choice but to report everything we're seeing. That should tell you something. But moving on, through going through some of the things that we're going to show you that seem very curious and inappropriate about this Lev child, there was a page that we ended up on that is very disturbing. And it's almost like a catalog of kids. And we're not suggesting that these kids are actually for sale. Like you can't buy Lev or, you can't buy Desmond, but you can buy pay-per-views, let's just say. And we do not go to those sites. We go to the photographs and we follow as far as we legally can. And then when we see that stuff is encouraging you to go further, we're turning that over to law enforcement. Because legally, we are not allowed to look at that. We do have one team member.
Nor do we want to.
We don't want to look at that. No. We do have one team member that, unfortunate for this person, they're allowed to look a little step beyond, and they're the ones who mandatorily report our findings. That makes any sense to y'all? So yeah, we've been really busy. We have not been following the drama, and no, we're not going away, AB. We haven't just vanished, and we're not just gone.
JB want us
You
to go
won't
away?
get rid of us. Oh, he went on a little tangent. Where's Predator Hunter Nation?
I don't know why JB. I don't know.
Are they just gone? Are they vanished? Now they're done. They're done because of Ernie. Oh my
Ernie.
God. Please, with your fucking soap. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. Oopsie.
You can't say soap on here. Soap is bad.
Soap opera. And all these fake fights.
So
Yeah. And all these fake people. More on those people later. Xander is getting into some things to share some things. But the reason we called this ketamine on the couch is because we want to open up with a little boy that we found in the spreadsheet of things you could click on through some back doors that were found on Lev's Instagram. Will you share screen the ketamine on the couch?
video?
Yep.
Yeah.
While we load up these other things. And thank you for being patient with us. We're learning this whole live stream thing ourselves.
Yeah, we're not quick with this by any means.
We're not
We
quick.
can do it. I mean,
We're learning.
we're getting there.
You know, as we go. You guys can learn with us too. So we're about to share something that we saw back in our days of the beginnings of Desmond and the Amazing. And it's a video that I never, not this one.
Oh.
This is his music video. Now go right here. No, right, that video. Enlarge it and take it. Or you can just go to YouTube. Okay.
Okay.
Monster.
All right. Can we enlarge that?
I'm trying to. Wait.
Monster.
Stand clear to closing doors.
And clear the closing doors. That's exactly. Did you take? No, you took a car here, right? You didn't take a train.
Enlarge it.
Can you guys hear this?
Yeah.
That's all right.
It's very quiet on our end.
We're letting people
It's
tune
really
in.
quiet.
I'm gonna put us up over
4,
here. 4.
12,
See, yeah. People are coming
19,
in. Oh, everyone's tuning
21.
in. So excited. So excited.
23,
Keep on coming.
31,
Here we go.
43.
And there we are. Look, we have 40 people. Are
Yeah,
you
that's
ready?
very,
Are you
very
ready?
quiet.
48.
All right. Go to this one then.
Welcome
I'm gonna
to
send you
Cocktails
this
and
link.
Contours. I'm Bella Noche, and my very special guest this week is Desmond is amazing. It's amazing that you're here. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. There's currently 69 people 76 people watching.
He's fascinated by the growing numbers, so make sure
I
you
wish.
interact because he's into it. Sit back so they can see your eleganza.
Everyone do
that.
this trend. Use
We were literally here before. He was watching me put on nails, and he was just
All
like,
right.
"I want to."
I'll just send it to your Facebook.
Took out all these palm.
All right.
All right.
Let me try this other way.
You'll have to go find that article that has that video later.
This will move.
And the drag
Yeah,
queen
this
that
is,
he's with right now,
much better. This is
its name is Lactatia.
that's his dad, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
No. Okay. So watch this. Do we have to slow the speed?
Well, we did the fair use, right?
Yeah.
Do you want me to speed it up or slow it?
I would slow it a little. They talk fast.
Well, they're on ketamine.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Anyone can do
Still
drag.
quiet.
Everyone can do drag.
Everyone. can do
Your
it.
mom can do drag. 1488. Oh, sorry. It was just an off track, okay?
1488.
It was only $400 off. There's no genders. You can be male, female, any, or none. Only U.S. people can have a bunch of made-up genders.
That's not true at all.
No. Oh my
They
God,
are.
Hitler was right.
What? See,
Bella
Alright.
Noche, putting the P in LGBTP plus. You should eat
I
some
don't even know what
food,
that means.
little nibba.
But I'm getting hate comments. Does this mean I'm famous now?
Is this what he wants? Lots of respect for you guys. Thank you. Press G to gas. G. 1, 2, 3, 4 G's. What has this world come to? It's come to a world where drag kids actually exist.
And people do ketamine on a couch.
How old is your BF? Hello?
Yeah.
Hitler was right. Helicopter rides. Yay!
Okay. So, yeah. Oh my goodness, how did Enchanted Live TV come up? Well, isn't that synchronistic? Where's Enchanted Live talking from? Okay, there we go. Enchanted and accidentally was on autoplay on the next video. That's interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's, oh my God.
There you go.
You just deafened me.
Well, they couldn't hear you before it was off.
Okay. So that's Desmond.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Well, you, good night. The kids just came in to be little creepers. Let me say good night to the kids.
No, they're saying goodnight. They tried to
I
write.
know. They were creeping.
They're
though.
trying to
They were
write, I love you, good night on
like, love
cardboard
you,
boxes.
good night. Be right back. I love you, good night.
My foot.
I know.
Yeah.
Have you
I
found a
love
needle
you.
yet?
Not yet. I love you.
It hurts.
Love you guys.
We gotta get it out.
It's like, ow.
It's almost gone.
Yes, Desmond is a very difficult thing to watch for anybody who has a conscience or a heart of any kind. And this was, I think, a couple of years ago when we started. When I think somebody told us about Desmond, or we ran across him or something. But it was a while back. And I think he's 11 now. Did somebody say in the chat how old he is now? I think somebody said. I don't recall. How old is Jasmine? Is he 11 now?
I think he's 11 now.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up
Oh, he's
because we
13.
researched it. We found this like
They're saying he's 13.
13. Okay.
So he was 9 when we
Yeah.
found him, I think, right?
Yeah, I think he was 9 when we found him.
4 years ago.
And so, kind of the whole Desmond thing has gone silent and stuff like that. But we're bringing it back up because we found it in a weird little, I don't know, catalog of famous kids that are, you know, photographed in precarious situations and things like that. And you look at the commenters and what kind of comments are going on and what kind of responses that they get from the page manager or the parent in a lot of cases and stuff like that, which, you know, we're going to go back to Lev in a minute. But we definitely wanted, because you guys are going to more associate with Desmond, but Desmond seems to be in the same kind of catalog that we found Lev in from Feet Fables. Now there's another video here that I want us to show you guys. So give us just a second. Okay, this is it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, ketamine is a pretty common thing to, well, it can be used as a date rape drug, but also it's given to kids by pedophiles a lot to make them unaware of their surroundings and also black out and not remember what happened to them.
Well, they're actually using ketamine in child surgeries at Children's Hospital now, which I think that's a great thing in some ways. They need to learn how to maybe give them some, you know, awesome guided visual amazingness or something like spiritual music stuff.
I think a lot of it depends on the dosage because there's a very, very large difference between a microdose of ketamine for a variety of things they use it for now.
Oh, well, now there's ketamine clinics.
Yeah.
That's dealing with PTSD and depression and all those things.
But
okay.
It's in such a minute dose that you would never notice it in your everyday life
Right.
or whatever. But
it's in a clinical environment with therapists. But then again, you know, does that give a doorway for corrupt therapists to abuse already abused people? Because they use ketamine because it's something that tranquilizes, and then the mind can go into an out-of-body experience where they're not really aware of what's going on. That's why they can do surgery on a lion or an elephant with high doses of ketamine. They can really do anything they want to a large animal. Imagine what putting ketamine into a child would do. And, you know, trying to present all this to you, I was watching some, you know, videos on people's sexual experience, like just them talking, not watching their sexual experience, but people reminiscing about their experiences with ketamine and sex. And I mean, the common denominator is that they can't feel it, and they are in like a loose, well, they can feel it, but they cannot feel their privates.
That's not fun.
And their mind goes somewhere else. So they're sort of in like a out of body experience, and things happen to their body. Yeah, awkward. It's so awkward. It's awkward to talk about these things. Okay. Yes, it is. But anyways, you can do the research yourself. Xander, I sent you the video I want to play next.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And so I want you guys to watch this.
That's one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Enlarge. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just making sure that.
Took one of those before starting. Well, we should explain to the viewers who Desmond is. Desmond is the world's youngest club kid, and we challenge you as the viewer out there to find a younger club kid. Will they find one? No. And says the world's oldest club kid. But Ernie's actually older than I am. Is that right?
It's hard to believe, right?
Sugar and cream. Would you like sugar and cream in the tea? Or? No. Okay. Well, Desmond is the world's youngest club kid, and he has an enviable Instagram follower, thousands, tens of thousands. And
what's your Instagram called?
Desmond is amazing.
All right, look it up.
And
follow him.
He's very sought after celebrity. Vogue magazine just did a story about you. Tell us about that.
Well, during DragCon, while we're up in the special room where everyone will go, well, not everyone.
No, we know what you mean.
Not the general public.
No.
Go up there, relax, and there were people who were looking for people to do a photo shoot for Vogue magazine, and they came up to me and said, "Would you like to be in Vogue magazine?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Right, it's girls you wear. Rachel's mom was gonna come and do it with it. But John said no.
Yeah, have you been to a nightclub?
No.
No? Okay. Do you want to go to one? You don't know? Okay.
No, you know what? Not anymore. Once we stopped our nightclub thing.
Well, your feet will grow a little, believe it or not. In another year, they'll be bigger.
You were about to say something.
Well, I would say school is a perfect place to wear high-heeled shoes. You know why?
Why?
Because you're not standing. Most of the time.
Now, those 37 members, are they all 37 young club kids like you? Or you don't know?
Just regular drag kids.
Well, how old are they? Are they as young as you are, Desmond?
There's only two that's
Are
younger
they
than
encroaching upon your youth? We'll have to check that out.
So you're a drag kid then?
Yeah, so a drag kid.
A drag kid or a club kid?
a mini club kid.
A mini club kid.
Well, you're entitled to keep changing your label.
And not only entitled, you are encouraged and almost.
And in fact, it's an absolute must once you start going to nightclubs. Well, should we open gifts or should we say that for the?
6, 7.
Okay.
Can't remember much. I don't know why.
Now you're wearing like it looks like. It is a chicken.
Claire chicken.
Yes, thank you. It's adorable.
You're very lucky. You get to wear makeup and whatever you want to wear. What scares you the most these days? Being murdered? By who? Seriously? I think
All right.
All right.
Sorry, some of these videos are so quiet. It's hard to. There you go.
So yeah, that's the glamorous club life
Were you guys able to
for
hear
the
that?
kids. Did y'all hear it? And thank you for the super chats, MJ, Betty. That's awesome. Thank
You guys are
you.
awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly, Leslie B. So it's crazy how we found a little catalog kind of thing connected to the research that we found digging through Feet Fables.
Do you have that?
What?
The catalog?
Yes, I think so.
Did you send it to me already?
Maybe.
There's a few things I haven't uploaded. Let's see here.
Team member who had that screenshot we have with Desmond in it. Can you send it to me real quick so I don't have to go through all this? I should have pulled that one up first.
They do everything last minute. Good enough.
Well, we've been really busy. We really have.
But yeah.
You know, don't believe the YouTube stuff saying, oh, they're done. They're totally done. Look at Ernie. Not the case. Dude, I've been doing this since 2009. You think I'm going to quit?
If Ernie was an indicator of what we do in life, then
Yeah.
I don't even know how to end that.
We're not followers.
It'll
You
be
not
bad.
noticed that? We have no intention of going away. You can't run us away, and you know that already.
You're so cute.
All right, that's going to come up with Lev. What you're loading up now is going to come up with Lev. So go ahead. Did you pull the Lev stuff up?
I'm just going in order.
Okay, we're going to show you guys a little bit about Lev. I don't believe in exploiting kids or whatever. You know, we are going to show you the pictures that his managers, I mean, he's on public display. It's not like you're going into people's private photo albums and taking stuff and exploiting them. These are the photographs that are on their public figure pages, in the same way that you would look at a Vogue magazine or any other, you know, magazine. That's how these pictures are available. So don't even start with the bull crap trolls and
Yeah,
start saying,
trolls.
oh my
We have
God,
mods.
they are exploiting that poor child. No, that was his mama. His mama did that. Not us. We're just showing you how to see the truth in plain sight, and also how to learn from the comments and things like that, and then start, you know, calling it out. If you're going to be a dang troll, go troll these pedos. My gosh, leave us alone.
All right, what do you got?
Let me see. Oh, what'd Larry have to say? Read Larry's while I find some stuff. Oops.
Yeah, we know about those.
Yeah. Pull up this picture, Xander, and I'm going to explain what's going on here.
Did you send it, Jimmy?
Yeah, that one should be in there. Is it not?
No, I just got a bunch of this guy and
Oh, there it is. Go down.
which one?
It's right there.
Oh, I should have it then.
Yeah, you should have that. And go ahead and pin that so I can tell what we're seeing here.
Pin what?
Or not pin it, but show it.
Well, yeah,
that
that's what-
picture.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Wait. I think it's this one. Second.
Yep, there it is.
There you go.
All right, take that down
I'm
so we can
trying.
explain what's going on here.
Going as fast as I can.
Yeah, no, we're all learning here.
It's really just me learning.
I'm learning with you because I'm watching. Hopefully I can reproduce the effects.
Cool.
There we go. Okay, so this is Instagram that we found. And this is Lev's mom. Okay. This first picture up on the left is him in the shower naked.
Explain again who
And
Lev is.
okay. Levikov, is that how you say his name?
Lelkov.
Levikov.
Something I don't remember. I can't see it.
Okay, well, he is a famous kid, and he's famous for, I think, gymnastics and both ice skating.
And how old is this one?
Let me find his
Is
age.
he about Desmond's age, probably?
Yeah,
It's making me a little
currently.
older, maybe. I don't know.
Wait a minute. We found so many kids through this. I should have taken notes, really.
Betty, we don't make those gummies that we sent you. Our friend in Nashville does, but thank you. Glad we could provide some relief to your horrible pain, and yeah, I hope they bettered your life.
Dang it. Wait a minute. I gotta search. Oh, I'm terrible at this, I guess.
Oh, it's all good. I am too.
No, I should have prepared. We just decided to come on last minute
It's probably why we love each other so much.
because
It's
some
so
things
terrible.
have happened here. We've had a crazy week, y'all. And I'll go into what all's gone on this week. And this real life beats on the ground towards the end
Betty, why do you write in capitals every time you talk?
because it makes people see it in the chat.
It's kind of crazy.
Because I do it sometimes if I think what I'm saying is really important.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Lev and his mom are from Russia. Okay, so, we look at that and we say out of sight, out of mind, because they're not even in our country, and what can we do about it? All right. But we need to look at these things.
That was 11. There we go.
Do what?
Was.
Oh, okay.
Is he dead?
No, he's not dead.
Okay.
In these pictures,
So
I
he's
think
still
he's
alive?
11. He's not dead, is he?
She said
No, I
was,
don't
so
think-
know.
Yeah. Okay, so we started going through these pictures. Go ahead and go to this picture right here.
Let me do that. I haven't pulled all of them up yet. I guess I should have been doing that while the other one was up, but
Yeah.
it's just.
See, we're trying to show you guys how, we find things.
That's the
So
first
they-
one.
You can do it
That you
for
sent me?
yourself. I think that's the first one, yeah.
Let me see. So I'm just gonna do all of them right here.
Just do all of them. Yep, that's not the one. That's the one him by the Christmas tree.
4.
It's got 4.
4.
Yep, pull up 4.
Yep. Wow, his mom is very bold.
Mm-hmm. We're kind of trying to encourage you guys to see how we see so you can see on your own.
Don't do that.
No, we're just showing you what we see, things we see. We're not trying to tell you how to be or what to see or what to think about it.
As we say, don't follow us. Don't follow anything that we tell you because we told you. Just do your own research. Just
Yeah.
look at it, form your own opinions and just
Yep.
don't follow me. I'm going the wrong way.
Or try to debunk us. Just go ahead and look up all the things that
Yeah.
we're putting out there, and you go and you debunk us.
Well, the thing
Okay.
that a lot of people miss, and a lot of the people that are critical of people that come out and say things that don't want to be heard, is that we don't want to be right. We don't want to be right about any of this. We want to be wrong, because all of this is horrible shit. Stuff, and so we don't want
All
to
right,
be
take
right
that on while you're
at all.
saying awesome stuff. Thanks.
We would prefer to be wrong about all of this, and so if you can prove us wrong about any of this stuff, then please do it.
Please do. Absolutely. We would love to be wrong. Okay. So we showed you that because this man is all about some Lev. Here, go ahead and show some other pictures of Lev. We're not showing a lot of pictures of Lev, but show this one. There are tons of pictures of Lev, and these are some of the milder ones, okay? Because they get pretty bad. So, look at the commenters there. They're global, so cute body and so cool, baby.
Who the fuck says that to a little boy?
Yeah, who says that?
I mean, who says that?
Like, seriously, who says that?
I'm trying not to cuss on here, and I asked her not to either, and then I'm worse.
And then I know, because we see things that make us very cursy.
Right.
All right, do this one.
It's the this one.
Yeah.
Allah.
Yeah, and we're trying not to show you the inappropriate things, but you get the drift, right? So notice all the photo commenting. We're not saying these men are all pedos. Maybe there's a perfectly good reason for them to be commenting on a boy's video, bathing his cat with underwear on and legs spread wide open.
Okay.
We cut that part out. Even though this video is on a popular social media site, But we're going to go back to this turd. And he uses the... I need to pull this one up. This is the turd I want to talk about. No, right here. Oh, that one, yeah. Go ahead and go back up. Same turd.
Yeah, it's a different picture of the same turd.
Okay. His Instagram is JFROB2000. And next picture, you'll see him standing in front of the Trump International Hotel. Okay. Now, go to the next picture. This one. Okay, look at that. Huh. Base your own conclusions on that one. Go to the next one. Well, there he is. His name is John Robertson. Leave that for a second.
Oh,
Take
good.
a good look at who John Robertson is. Well,
Skilled senior human resources professional in the background of retail, manufacturing, and distribution environments in Pennsylvania. Lisa, go after this dude, man. You're in Pennsylvania.
So, why are we highlighting this guy? Is because he seems to be one of Lev's biggest fans. He loves Lev so much. And if you go look at all of Lev's stuff and all of Lev's mama's stuff, you're going to find John Robertson super loves him some Lev.
He loves him.
He loves him so much. And he's a little Russian boy. So, yeah, there's a reason. Yeah, you can go ahead and change it to something else. Does anybody recognize that person? Put in comments. I bet people recognize this person. Who recognizes the guy on the left? Anybody? Say yes or no in the chat if you recognize who is on the left. Zoom in again.
They can't see us Zoom. That's just for us.
Oh, that's just for us?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Mr. Roberts. Who is that? Can anybody in the chat
John Robertson.
talk about who that is? I like to be interactive. I like for you guys to, share in this experience and help us research. Who is that guy?
It's really good.
Is he news? Is he politician? I bet Sally Forth knows. Does Sally Forth know who that is?
Sally Forth knows everything.
I bet Sally Forth knows who that is. Like, I saw somebody thank her. Oh, okay. We reported the FBI. I thought maybe somebody had gotten it right there.
Somebody said John Robertson.
Mm-hmm. Is that John Robertson? He looks like Silver. No, we will talk about Silver Fox.
I thought somebody was going to say that.
We will talk about that silver piece of turdish fox.
That silver fox.
Straight out of Biltmore, Gloria Vanderbilt. Anyways, you were right earlier. It's John. So why is John, taking a photo op with this guy who's super Lev, a Russian boy who is, there's a lot of really sad pictures of Lev. So if you really want to go into the fables thing, you're going to go outside the indoctrination that YouTubers are giving you of a scenario to follow. Okay? Because you are being given, this is a game. It is a game. We didn't know it was a game, but we discovered it was a game. Like, we didn't get in this to play any games, but we were drug into it, like without consent. Like, we did not give any sort of consent to contribute to the game of this true crime Summer Wells community. But by God, once we discovered it's a freaking game, watch and see who finishes it. For real. Here, take those ugly sacks of trash out of there and toss them. Sorry.
Anyway.
And Sally Forth. We've been working very hard. We haven't been doing any of the things that any of these YouTubers have told you that we're doing, like sitting here wallowing in our misery of, like Ernie Goes Wild or whatever.
What do they tell them that we're doing?
Oh my God, they're all like, oh, Predator Hunter Nation's done. They're just out of it.
Why are we out of it?
I know. Because we haven't been going live.
Yeah, we have. We do like once a week or so.
These people go morning, noon, and night. Okay, they're just like the hardcore live livers.
Well, I don't get on live to let people watch me eat breakfast. I mean, that's stupid.
Well, there's an advantage to going live more
It's not like I'm just
often.
gonna, like... Yeah, that's dumb.
Well, you keep yourself in people's thoughts, okay? And I do get some of that.
I
But
feel like we're in people's thoughts enough. I think actually the more seldom that we go live, the more people miss us. Like, absence makes the heart grow fonder kind of deal.
I mean,
And then
maybe.
people look forward to us because they don't know if they're going to catch us. And They really want to. So they're gonna really watch and try to catch us. I don't know. It's just a thought.
All right. You haven't heard people talk about us. You haven't heard AB going off about us, like his little like pokes and innuendos and stuff.
No, I don't watch it.
I don't watch AB, but
I don't watch
by
it.
God, people send us the screen recordings of the crap that he says about us. He's losing it. He's totally losing it. Hey, AB, I know you're watching.
Yes?
How them archons these days?
Oh. I always forget that's that guy. Archons. Oh, here, I'll turn up the Archons. This thing's got like a voice changer on it. No, it's not voice.
Gonna get ya. They coming to get ya.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Scott, leave it alone, bro.
Scott Prestep, are you making slime? Is that your company? Just curious.
Oh, the wonderful slime?
No, that's Ricky Dearman's company, Wonderful Slime.
Well, that wasn't what you're talking about, or?
No, remember we got sent some information about.
Is there different slime?
Does he have Wonderful Slime, or is that Ricky Dearman? And why do all these
Ricky
creatures?
is wonderful slime.
Ricky is Wonderful Slime.
Is there a different slime?
Do you not remember all those links that people were sending us about Scott owning slime company?
But don't you think the slime
I don't
companies
know
would
if it's
be
real or
connected to
not.
the other slime companies?
Do you not remember that YouTube page?
Yeah, but
that was a Scott Priestap, and we couldn't really.
Ricky is slime. I like that.
Ricky is slime. I know. They're just like, Presto Manifesto.
What's the thing? The
I am
Slimer
slime, so I'll
from-
sell you slime.
From Ghostbusters and
The ectoplasmic goo stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slime time. True slime.
Scott can't say his ABC, so he's mad.
I know, put all that Navy aeronautics picture background, but you're scared of Archon.
About to remod his ass.
Wait.
Anyway,
Archons.
it's this one. Look.
Which one?
Yeah, this one right here.
Oh yeah.
Middle one.
Archon.
And then that one does pitch. So
I
to the
know.
left is low, to the right is high.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Scott, don't be scared of the demons. It's the Archons. Fucking with y'all. He's a retard.
Really just messing with y'all.
We're messing with Scott Priestap. Oh wait, no. How do you fix it? Hello.
Put it in the middle. Put it in the middle.
The middle.
That's what she said.
Y'all like our sound toys? Am I off still?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
All right. Back to normal.
back normal.
All right. I want to go back to Desmond because this is on American soil. This is what's going on.
Super bad.
It's so super bad and sad. And we can't just turn a blind eye to it. We have to do something about it. This is our community. Okay. But we're not going to play this whole thing. But this particular video.
There was a thing on Dark Docs that was.
No,
Let me find
we're
it.
not doing dark.
Well, there was a
All right. This is the one I want to play right before we play Desmond's music video. Desmond has a music video too. And we're going to pause. When we play Desmond's music video, we are going to pause it and show you certain things Where's that? There it is. All right. I'm forwarding this to you. Okay. This is longer than we want to play, like in its entirety, but the whole beginning of it, I do want to show you guys. Can watch it later. We'll put the link in the chat.
Hopefully it's loud enough. We'll see.
This may be better quality. We'll see.
We'll see about it.
About 12. I saw him on the Geraldo show. Him and all these crazy club kids, and they were stars for no reason. I mean, they all had their own special thing about them, but they talked about what they did, about these parties they did, and all this fun they had. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's what I want to do.
No, please. Do you do ketamine on the couch?
You're an idiot.
Kids, what has this world come to? It's come to a world where drag kids actually exist.
And people do ketamine on a couch. Did you not just do that? What? Oh my god. Who am I sitting next to?
What? I watched documentaries for kids about not doing drugs.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's me, your boy LP, and this video is going to be a bit of an addendum to my last episode of You Can't Stop Progress. There was a clip in there which on the surface might be a little bit unsettling, but in order to really appreciate how dark it is, you need to know some of the wider context of what's going on in this clip. So what do we got here? Well, we got this drag kid in the middle. His name's Desmond is Amazing. If you don't know him by face, you probably know him by name. He has been all over the media lately with features in Vice Magazine, Huffington Post, Mike.com, as well as a photo shoot in Vogue, which is about as mainstream as you can get. And he was like the spokesperson for a major pride parade. I can't remember if it was Los Angeles or New York City, but it was a big one. He's won some awards and he's just been plastered all over the place. Now he's flanked by these two old used up queer dudes sitting on this couch, and they're in front of a painting where you can see the feet of a girl skipping rope and the word rohypnol. And Desmond in this video seems a little bit out of it. His eyes are kind of droopy. He seems low energy. And that's basically what you got on the surface. And that's enough to maybe be a little bit unsettling. That's enough for you to say, I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I'm not sure that I'm okay with it. But like I said, it gets deeper because what you may not know is this guy to Desmond's right is Michael Alig. Now, Michael Alig was made famous in the 90s when he was portrayed by Macaulay Culkin in a film called Party Monster. That's right. This guy is the Party Monster. Now, if you've seen that movie, you know how fucked up this is. If you haven't, let me fill you in. Michael was a club kid in the late 80s, early 90s. He got hooked on drugs. His life spiraled out of control. He ended up living in sort of a flop house with a bunch of other party kids, and including his drug dealer that he had move in. He got indebted to his drug dealer for thousands of dollars, and one day his drug dealer got sick of being put off and came to collect. Michael and another one of the roommates, the guy who they called Freeze, murdered the drug dealer who went by the name Angel. So what they did was they bashed him over the head with a hammer a few times, put a pillow over his face to suffocate him. And then this part's a little bit contentious, but according to Freeze, Michael filled up a syringe with Drano and injected Drano into Angel's veins, as well as shot Drano into his mouth and then duct taped his mouth shut. Michael denies that, says it's a dramatization, but personally, I'm inclined to believe Freeze because, first of all, why would you make that up? Second of all, Michael just seems completely psychopathic with no boundaries. If you want to get a better sense of the guy, you can watch the documentary, which is called Party Monster, a shockumentary, and they talk about the kind of guy Michael was. For example, he peed on people from the upper level of parties because he thought that was a funny prank. He would pee in bottles and give it to people and tell them it was Gatorade so they would drink it. He would spike people's drinks with drugs all the time just to fuck around. And one of the guys who knew him wrote an article saying that he also pimped out underage kids to his rich friends. So pretty much a fucked up dude, but I can understand why he would deny injecting Drano into Angel, because let's face it, that's a whole orders of magnitude just more fucked up. I mean, that's just a whole nother level. But anyway, enough about the Drano. They didn't know what to do with the body, so they put it in their bathtub with some ice. After a few days, it really started to stink. And so Michael said they had to deal with it. He offered to deal with it if Freeze would give him 10 bags of heroin. Freeze did. In exchange for the 10 bags of heroin, Michael chopped up Angel's body, put it into a box, and dumped it in the Hudson River. A couple weeks went by and he thought he got away with it, and he started bragging to all his friends about how he had murdered Angel. Everybody thought he was just talking shit because that's the kind of guy he was. But eventually the box washed up. They found the body. They issued a warrant for his arrest, and he fled the city trying to escape justice, but they caught him. He took a plea for manslaughter and got out after 17 years. So if you didn't already have reason to question the parenting choices that Desmond's mother is making, now you can add that to the pile of questionable decisions that her kid is hanging out with this dude. So as somebody who has my own kid, I was asking myself, why would you do this? Why would you expose your child to this level of danger? And you might think, well, obviously for just like money and fame and exposure, but I looked into this a little bit and I've come to a different conclusion. I have a bit of a theory. I can't prove it, of course. I'm just speculating here. I'm just spitballing, but I want to make my case, which is that Desmond's mother, who goes by Wendy Lou, which is another Dr. Seuss fucking name, by the way, at some point she must have developed a hibistrophilic attraction towards Michael Alec. That attraction probably drove her further interests in drag, because there's a RuPaul connection here that we're going to get to. And then she imbued that interest into her son, Desmond, who also started to idolize Michael to some degree or want to emulate him. And I'm sure Desmond has seen the movie Party Monster. That's part of the case I'm going to make. Now you're asking yourself, this sounds like a stretch. How could I prove any of this? Well, just wait. I'm going to make the case and you're going to be blown away by my deductive reasoning. But before I get to it, there are just two more things I want to show you that aren't really related to the case, but are just really fucked up and I want you to be aware of. The first is that painting hanging over the couch, the one with the skipping girl, which says Rohypnol. And in case you don't know, Rohypnol is the date rape drug. It's something that they roofie people with to make them complacent so that you can molest them, rape them, whatever, and they don't remember what happened to them afterwards. Michael Alec painted that. He sells prints of his paintings starting at $500, and I'm just showing you a few more pieces of his work so you can get a little bit more insight into this guy's mind and maybe understand why I'm inclined to believe that he probably injected Drano into his roommate's veins. The second fucked up thing that I want you to be aware of when you think about people letting their kids hang around this dude is that this is one of the opening scenes from the film Party Monster.
Let's see. What else? Oh, once when I was 10, my Sunday school teacher took me back to his house. He taught me how to French kiss, among other things.
He really took my boy under his wing. Very nice man.
His mother caught us in the basement. And she screamed, "I told you not to bring them here." And he said, "Don't, you'll frighten them away."
So Michael Alec, at least according to the film, was sexually molested when he was 10 years old. I think that's worth being aware of, because if you know anything about child sex predators, they tend to have been preyed upon when they were children. It's a whole cycle of abuse thing. So the fact that that appears to have happened to him just means he's that much more of a red flag, that much more of a risk, and someone that shouldn't be within 100 feet of kids. Now, as for my conspiracy theory that Wendy Lou has a hibistrophilic obsession with Michael Alec, I have a bunch of evidence here. I'm not sure exactly how to present it to you, so this might be a little bit jumbled. I apologize for that. The first thing I'm going to show you is the evidence to support my earlier claim that Desmond has seen the film Party Monsters, and it has to do with one of those clips I played at the very start of the video where Desmond seems to imitate doing a bump of Special K off of that space between your thumb and your forefinger, just like real drug dealers do.
No, please. Do you do ketamine on the couch?
Do it. You're an idiot.
Kiss. What has this world come to? It's come to a world where drag kids actually exist.
And people do ketamine on a couch. Did you not just do that? What? Oh my god. Who am I sitting next to?
What? I watched documentaries for kids about not doing drugs.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
How would a 10-year-old kid know this? I didn't even know what ketamine was when I was 10 years old, much less how it was done. Seems a little bit strange, doesn't it? And then last night I was doing my research. I watched the shockumentary. I rewatched Party Monsters because it's been so long since I've seen it. I wanted to refresh my memory. And I saw this scene, which I found pretty interesting.
What do you do? I don't do. I just am extremely rich. Anyway, if I'm to stay in this roach motel a moment longer, we're going to need to take things up a notch.
I don't do drugs.
Nor do I. Did you see that? It just flew right up my nose.
My mother says drugs are for losers.
She's so right. The ketamine hydrochloride, aka Special K, is mainly used by vets as an animal tranquilizer. When taken by humans, it works as a dissociative drug, selectively reducing excitation in the central mammalian neurons by N-methyl aspirin. In other words, it fucks you.
I don't know. I just found that a kind of interesting coincidence. Now, here's something else I find interesting. Okay, this is a Instagram account called Official Club Kids and More, and they posted an old picture of Michael Allig on August 5th. So this is literally like 10 days ago this was posted. And there's a comment here from Desmond is Amazing, which says, "This is one of my favorite photos of Michael," and then 2 heart emojis. Now I'll click on this to show you that this is the real account, verified, 83,000 followers. And here, right here, it says account owned by mom. He's also got professional management, by the way, but this is the really interesting part. Account owned by mom. So can we safely assume that it's Desmond's mom who is posting to this account? And is it Desmond's mom that left this comment? I mean, I'm not sure which is more disturbing. Either the 10-year-old kid has favorite photos of a convicted killer, or the mom does. And I think it's the mom who posted this personally. I can't prove it again, but it just makes sense considering she runs the account. And see the hearts here. I mean, this supports my whole hibistrophilia theory that I'm throwing at you. And by the way, I don't know if I've explained what hibistrophilia is yet, but it's when you get on by somebody doing something completely vile, like killing or serial killing or pedophilia. And it's very common in women, and it's almost exclusive to women, almost. So we don't know exactly. So I don't know exactly when Desmond's mom started her obsession with Michael, if it was when the movie came out or maybe something else. I am going to show you something else kind of interesting, although it won't really answer the question. But this is basically my theory, is that Wendy Lou, at some point developed a hibistrophilic obsession with Michael Allig, the murderer, and then sort of instilled that into her son. And I'll show you a few more bits of evidence to support that. In fact, get this bookmark here. One of these, yeah, this one, this Instagram photo here was posted to Desmond's account on Christmas, and it's him with a book called Club Kids. So that's obviously pictures of the club kids, Michael Allig and the gang. They're talking all about their history and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, how would a 10-year-old kid even know about this stuff down 15 years before he was born? Though it has to be given to him by someone, and we have even more evidence to support that it was instilled in him, and I'll show you that now.
Okay, so where does your fashion sense come from?
My fashion sense comes from colorfulness, club kids, blitz kids.
Who's like your favorite club kid?
Michael Allig and James St. James.
Michael Allig and James St. James. So sit back so I can ask you some more questions. So when was the first time that you ever did drag?
When I was 2 years old, when I watched the first episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, honey.
2 years old, first episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. The tongue pops better than me.
So at 2 years old, Desmond watched RuPaul's Drag Race. Now, I don't know if you've ever watched a 2-year-old, but they don't have a whole lot of autonomy. And this is the thing that gets me. It's like if you're going to put on something for a 2-year-old to watch, normally you're going to pick something like My Little Pony or Strawberry Shortcake, you know, something made for kids. If you're watching RuPaul's Drag Race with your 2-year-old, it's probably because you, the adult, wanted to watch RuPaul's Drag Race. You know what I'm saying? If I was watching Better Call Saul with my 2-year-old, it's because I wanted to watch Better Call Saul. It's not because I thought my 2-year-old would be into it. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm doing a lot of reaching in this video, but I think you guys can give me this one. I think we can conclude that Wendy Lou has a personal interest in RuPaul's Drag Race. And even just that is kind of telling, because if you ever read the interviews that Wendy Lou has done, she always claims that all of this came from Desmond. They didn't influence him at all. He just came out the womb absolutely fabulous and into drag. And it's like, well, that's awfully convenient if that's true, but you also happen to be really into drag and costume design and makeup and stuff like that. It's kind of a funny coincidence, I guess. But now again, look who's back. It's Michael Alec. This is a picture of RuPaul and Michael Alec together in the past. RuPaul was one of the club kids that came up around the same time in New York City with Michael. You can even find videos of them back in the day together on YouTube. Like there was this little intimate birthday party of RuPaul's in some New York apartment with less than 10 people, and Michael Alec was there. So he was close enough to RuPaul that he'd get invited to her intimate birthday party. And also RuPaul is mentioned as one of Michael's club kids on Michael's Wikipedia page. So I just think it's really interesting how all roads lead back to Michael Alec. And if my theory is correct and Wendy Lou had like this hibistrophilic obsession with Michael Alec, that could explain how she got into RuPaul, because she would start exploring his life and the lives of the people who surrounded him, consuming everything she could because of her obsession. So that's pretty much my case. I realize it's very flimsy, but I thought it was interesting enough, whether it's true or not, to put together a video and show this to you guys. Also, I do have one last thing I want to show you, RE my case, and it's a clip from the actual interview itself with Michael and Desmond. Now, this is a very awkward clip. And by the way, I've watched a few of the videos on Michael's YouTube channel, and they're all like this. They're all awkward and kind of sad and desperate. And it's not surprising that his channel hasn't grown that much, because he's been doing this like since he got out of jail. He's got hundreds of videos on there and only managed to put together 9,000 subs so far. But you'll see in this clip, Michael starts to bring up the story of how they were able to like secure this interview with Desmond. And the start of the story has to do with Desmond asking Wendy Lou to show him an older picture of her. Now, unfortunately, we don't get to actually hear what that picture was or how it led to the interview with Michael Alec, because this other dude here, Ernesto or Emilio or whatever the fuck his name is, this dude's obviously maintained a semblance of cognitive function, even though he's clearly used a few recreational chemicals in his day. You can tell just by looking at him. But he kind of swoops in and definitely intercepts whatever bean it was that Desmond was about to spill. But again, I'm just speculating here, but could it be that the photo that Wendy Lou showed Desmond of herself back in the day had some kind of connection to Michael Alec? Maybe Wendy Lou was like a club kid herself. Maybe she was with some of Michael's friends. I mean, we don't know, again, because this Ernesto guy clearly doesn't want us to know what this story is. But if it was something along those lines, it would make sense, because Michael is a narcissist, and narcissists have a real knack for directing the conversation towards things that make them seem good. So if the story involved Wendy Lou having some kind of admiration for Michael, it would make sense that the narcissist would want to direct the conversation in that way. Anyway, I'm going to play the clip for you now, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, you told your mom you asked your mom to get you a picture of her, didn't you? You wanted to see what she looked like when she was younger.
That was like a few months ago.
And a few months later, this is what happens. So she showed you a picture from Nelson. Where do you get your clothes?
My mom's friend gave this to me and this.
Intercepted. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. It was intercepted.
All right, so that's basically the video. I will say Wendy Lou is not the only potential hibistrophile we're dealing with here, which is usually the case. Usually whenever people do these terrible things, they have like tons of women coming after them. That Nicholas Cruz kid, the Parkland shooter who murdered 13 of his fellow students, has received dozens or hundreds of love letters. You know, I first heard about hibistrophilia when I was living in Montreal, and a guy who lived in my neighborhood, who I think his name was Luke Magnotta or something like that, he like killed his roommate and ate it and put it on film. And he was a really weird looking dude. Like he'd had tons and tons of plastic surgery. And I remember hearing that all these women were sending him love letters. And that was when I first became aware of this incredibly disturbing phenomena that will make you lose faith in at least half the world's population, if not all of it. But if you go on the videos on Michael's channel, particularly the videos with Desmond are telling, but in the comment sections, you'll see these women. They always have female names, these YouTube accounts, and they're like, "Oh, I love you so much, Michael. Oh, Michael's a beautiful soul," you know, stuff like that. It's like, what the fuck? Like, they know what he did. How can they say this? And on the Desmond videos, particularly, because you have people there commenting like, why is this kid hanging around this dude? This is fucked up. And I think that's a fair observation to make. And then you'll have these women who are like, oh, he's served his time. He's paid his debt to society. Leave Michael alone. He didn't do nothing, you know? But I'm not feeling that. I think it's a totally fair question to ask. That's why I made this video, to ask that question. Why is this kid hanging around this dude? And here's some parting food for thought. The interview with Desmond was recorded in December 2017. Back in February of 2017, Michael Allig was arrested for smoking crystal meth and trespassing in the Bronx Park. You know, I'm no big city judge, but I kind of feel like if you go to jail for murder and you blamed the murder on your drug use and then you get caught smoking crystal meth, I feel like you should go back to jail. But I don't know. That's just me. Anyway, as you can see, this happened months before the interview, so you really got to wonder what's going on in Wendy Lou's head that she would think it's okay for her kid to be around this guy. So, and this is a thing that's still going on. It's a situation we're going to watch unfold in real time, and it's not going to end well. They actually uploaded a video just a week ago titled "What's Next When You're Amazing at 10?" And the video is them sitting outside talking about Desmond is amazing, maybe hoping that Wendy will see that and arrange for a chance for them to, you know, bite off some more of Desmond's shine. But it's just creepy. It's just creepy seeing these two dudes upload a video talking about a 10-year-old kid, and especially because Michael is completely whacked out on drugs. I'm just going to give you a little tiny sample here so you can see that I'm not exaggerating. This dude is high as fuck in this video.
Welcome to the pew. The pew. Doodly-doo. Pew pew for me, pew pew for you.
And pew pew for Desmond, who's amazing.
Well, he gets more than pew pew. He gets pew 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 pew. Welcome back to the pew doo doo
doo doo doo doo
doo doo doo.
So people's tongues are wagging over. Get this, and believe it or not, Ripley's, believe it or not, fired all the club kids that work there. I didn't know club kids work there.
Oh, lots of them.
I don't believe it.
Well, or not.
So yeah, I just kind of have a bad feeling because you got to keep in mind this dude, when he became like famous and popular, it was in a different era when you dealt with people face to face and they were sort of constrained by social conventions like politeness. Now he's out here on YouTube where people are more than happy to tell you what an absolute worthless piece of shit you are every day. And I'm not sure if that's the best environment for a strung out narcissistic old junkie faggot. So I don't know, man. I don't think this is going to end well, you guys. But that's all I got for today's video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Do you think I'm reaching too much? Did I miss anything? Are you disturbed? Am I overreacting? Let me know what you think. And thanks for watching.
Well, they said faggot.
So yeah. Sorry, we were trying to cut that way earlier. Sorry about that.
Anyway.
Learning curves. Okay.
What would you guys think?
Yeah, what do y'all think of Desmond?
I saw Betty left.
Betty left?
I think other people left too.
Yeah, they left.
Okay.
Oh, well, it's okay. We do want to play Desmond's own music video now as a final little share here in our video, and then we'll talk a minute and explain more of why we're here.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Just one.
You got that video over here?
Which one?
I think it's this one.
That?
Yeah, that's Desmond's music video. Rewind it.
Okay.
And then share it. Okay, I want you guys to pay close attention to this. Let's pause it when...
Let's look through these real quick.
Oh, you want to go through
I haven't
these?
read these comments in like
Okay.
20 minutes. Oh yeah, you said that. That's cool. Make it look for like fun for kids. Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. They're grooming the kids. Yeah, they are.
Yep, grooming.
You wouldn't believe it exists until it exists in front of your face. And there it is.
Absolutely.
Stomach is turning.
We realize this is a lot to digest.
No,
you know?
it's friggin' terrible, and it's hard to deal with. A lot of people can't. And
But we
understand
have
that.
to.
I mean, you know,
we have to deal with it. That's the thing.
at the beginning of all this, like everybody who gets into this at all, you know, turns away at some point. You know, it's all right. It's just human nature.
Sally
it's
Forth.
not this.
Yep.
It's not natural to have to digest, and it's not something that people should have to see ever. It's just I don't know. It's disgusting. So it's okay if you have to turn away from it. It's okay if you leave. It's okay if you can't watch it. You know, everybody has to take their time with this kind of stuff, and it's all right. I mean, me and Tina have been doing this forever. We're desensitized. We can't. I mean, we can watch pretty much anything at this point and be like, oh yeah, well, pick out the facts.
Yeah.
And it's okay for us at that level, but I understand that it's completely wrong and messed up. And yeah, if you can't watch it, you can't watch it. It's okay.
No, it's okay. If you're not ready for it, you're not ready for it. But we hope to provide a platform that if you struggle with it, we hope to be able to help you through it, because we really have been exposing this for a very long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I met Xander because he was exposing things that I was exposing, and we did meet online that way. And neither one of us were looking for love in the internet places, you know. We
Just do a remix.
I know. So, anyways, our relationship grew because for years we were both exposing the same sick stuff, and we were able to cope and deal with it because we had a friend to help us through it, and we'd like to help you through it, and we'd like to show you the truth because it's right in plain sight, and we'd like to be able to share with you how we processed through it and grew stronger, you know, and more loving from it. You know, we grew more powerful from it, and we'd like to share that with you because we all have that ability. You know, we're not special in that ability because we're all powerful, you know, beautiful beings. And we're here for each other.
Lane, we save them by exposing the people and talking about what's happening.
Mhm.
So we expose the people doing this to children, and we save the children by exposing those who do it to them. And we talk about it, and we spread it worldwide.
Yep.
And I mean, to an extent, that's all we can do.
I mean, we do what we can do. You know, we speak the truth. And it's the truth that shall set us free. It is, because everything that is wrong with this world is wrong with this world because of people who abuse children. We are ruled by child abusers. And as long as we keep exposing them, then their power is weakened, you know.
Mhm.
And it is sick and it is heartbreaking, but it does help to have you know, an influence like us who have overcome knowing the deepest truths and not only surviving but thriving above it. You know, once you see the darkness, the rabbit hole, you don't get sucked into it.
I love you, Larry.
I love you so much, Larry. Larry is one of our most favorite people in the world. And, you know, I mean, and he knows the truth and he's, you know, he's been part of it. He has his own story. And I love it when Larry comes on lives. We got to do another live now that you're out of Facebook jail. Or
Yeah, bro, message us. We'll bring you up anytime you want.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about whatever. I mean, you know.
And we're going to call you
goes to.
tomorrow. It's time that we write the letters of intent to the National Guard.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah,
We're ready.
I mean,
and we got the evidence now.
Nobody's really doing anything about anything.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everybody said they wouldn't. So.
Yeah, exactly. Just a bunch of gaslighting. Oh, we got you, you know. And then they thought, you know, they thought they could handle Ernie and then handle us at the same time.
Well, the people that thought they could handle Ernie don't even try to touch us because they know that we know better.
We can't be handled. We are wild and unbridled and packing whips and Usyks and all kinds of things.
Well, I just have guns. I mean, hell.
I got an Usyk.
You
Y'all know what an Usyk is?
Just go ahead and guess.
Put a 1 in the chat. Or no, put a 3 in the chat if you know what an Usyk is. Put a 7 in the chat.
Put an eggplant in
if
the
you
chat
don't
if you think you
have
know what
any
it is.
clue what an Usyk is. No, a 7 if you don't know what an Usyk is. And a 3 if you know what it is without Googling.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Everybody give your numbers.
Do it.
777777. Do it.
Make that noise with me.
7. The majority do not know what it is.
Nobody knows what the hell an Usyk is.
Nobody knows what an Usyk is. You want to see an Usyk?
Oh, God. No, you're talking about lasagna.
I got
What does
a
that mean?
new Usyk. I got a new Usyk.
I don't know, but I like it.
Hang on, let me go get the Usyk.
You're going to go grab it?
I'm going to grab it.
You're going to handle it?
I'm going to handle it.
You're going to wrap your fingers around it?
I am probably going to stroke it too.
Wow. How do you spell it? I don't know. Let's look it up.
Osyk.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Are you really sure?
I am really sure.
Am
I right?
You're right.
Osyk.
As always.
All right. Oh, there we go. Can you guess what that is? See, I told you I'd stroke it. Guess what that is? Can you guys guess what it is?
But really, what's it for?
What is it for?
If you're into
What
it.
is it used for? Someone's like, hey, you know what? WCIA newsroom is probably going to be like, oh my God, it's a child's femur. Oh my God.
That'd be a huge femur for a kid.
It belongs to a kid, doesn't it? WCIA, aka CIA, PSYOP operator.
That's close.
Yeah.
That's
It's not an elephant.
Yeah, it is a club. It's a club.
It is a club.
Of sorts.
This thing.
You hit me in the head with that, I'm gonna.
You die.
Well, yeah, I will die.
You will die. If I hit you in the head with this, you're gonna die.
It's a bone. It's definitely a bone.
No, it's ivory.
Well, it is now. I mean,
Damn, they're almost messed up.
anyway,
Yeah, WCIA. You can't spell it without the CIA.
she's not in here, is she?
She probably is.
What
She's
is she,
creeping
Lori?
on everything.
Lori or something?
I have no idea what her name
Lori?
is. Anyways, CIA agent, CIA.
Spell your name without the.
Yeah, I
the
can't spell your name
alphabets, people.
without an alphabet organization.
Right.
This is not a child's bone or a human's bone.
That would be like a giant bone.
This is actually a fossilized walrus phallus or penis or pecker or whatever you want to call it. Okay. You can't even get these over the border anymore because it's ivory. It's technically ivory. It's legal for the ones that are already in the United States, but it cannot be shipped anymore. This is a very rare specimen. An Inuit Indian, actually like a Inuit shaman priest, actually gifted this to my dad. And he gave it to me a few years ago. But what these were used for is it's a weapon. And it is capable of a single man crushing a bison skull.
Or a woman, you know. Whoever's
Or a
stroking
woman.
at the time.
Whoever has that stroke, you know.
Whoever's got the
flick of the wrist.
stroke of good luck.
But it really doesn't take much effort to crush a bone. Like, come at me and your knees are gone. I dare you. Come at me and all I got to do is flip my wrist. I won't even break a sweat and your knee's broken.
Probably like more than your knees.
All right.
Like all of it's just gone.
No, once I got your knee, I got the rest of you. I go whap, 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 and you're done. Three strikes and you're out.
Whap. Don't say whap.
Whack.
Whap. Whack. Whap.
Whap.
Okay.
And that's a wrap.
That's a That's a mat.
Yep. This is a museum piece.
Don't stroke that thing.
Don't stroke it. But look at this. It's got this weird. I can't even like get focus on it.
Right here.
See, look.
Zoom in back here. Look all the way back. To
All the way back. Oh, yeah, there you go.
See that?
And go whap,
Oh,
whap, whap, whap. I know how to use it too. So come at me, trolls.
Come here.
How about that waiver again?
Come here. I know you're so.
You want that waiver? I got the waivers here. You just got to come and sign them.
I mean, you don't
Gigi.
have to sign it, but if you do, then you're
No, Gigi wants me to contact her lawyer and sign the waiver.
Gigi doesn't
Scares
have
me.
a lawyer.
I know. I know.
She told you she had a lawyer.
No. She tells her people that are watching her live that she has a lawyer,
She doesn't have a
and
lawyer.
that the lawyer has a waiver already written up for her to come across state lines to fight me. But we have lawyer, and guess what? We have a notary on our team now.
I want to see.
So we trump your lawyer bullshit
I want to
with
meet
the notary
lawyer
on property.
Lawyer that was retained for Gigi. That would be amazing. Anyway, this live is about deep dark shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we can't be laughing.
Anyways.
That's terrible.
No, that's terrible. We're a bad influence right now.
Very terrible influence. There's
So-
terrible influencers. Is that a thing?
Yep, we're terrible influences.
Influencers. That's what they call
Oh,
it.
Larry, we want to sell you the ring. Do you want to buy the ring? No, we're actually selling everything.
Oh yeah.
Anybody wants to buy our shit?
No, contact
Make
us
us
about
an
it.
offer.
Yeah, we don't want pretty much anything.
No.
Except all the things we want.
No, but hey, Gigi,
Mouth
the waivers
influencers.
are here.
Oh wait, no, that's not the one.
Oh, I know, mouth. We love you, Mac P.
I like it.
Anyways, All right. So why was Desmond the amazing important tonight? Has anybody figured that out? Did you get why we were trying to highlight Desmond?
Because he's amazingly groomed.
He's amazingly groomed. But our little wolf dog was trying to get in our laps. Come on, go on.
That's what happens when you raise him in a jacket pocket.
I know, that was our pocket wolf. Lulu was a
Look at you now. You're fat.
she was the super runt of the whole litter.
She's so fat.
Y'all
It's
can't
alright.
see her.
I don't hate on people for being fat. Just dogs.
No, she still protects us. She's still awesome.
She's great. She's my favorite.
I know. But she really was like a kangaroo wolf. She lived in the hoodie pocket. We lived on a farm.
She just like zip up pocket on my marmot, like big puffy coat thing. And she lived in there. She was like this big. She was so tiny, like this for the first couple months of her life.
Yeah.
And yeah, she grew all the way up to what she is now, which is large.
Xander put her in the manufactured man womb.
Right.
Because she was kind of born
Like a
creamy.
man wolf pregnant.
Man wolf. He carried the little baby wolf all over the farm.
Well, I didn't breastfeed her or anything like
No.
that, so I don't get any
No.
ideas with that. So
No, but if you want to see her, it's like one of his profile pictures back. It was his profile picture forever.
Oh, I could probably find that.
Because he carried her in his pocket all over the farm and stuff. I think that's the only reason she really made it, because she was so small.
She was really tiny.
How is Mika? Mika is still imprisoned.
Mika is in jail.
Yep. They put it off because they'd like for her to just die there, we think.
Yeah.
And it's sad. We do kind of have an update on that. This is really weird. So, there was this guy here the other day, and he's been coming around here, and he makes pallet furniture. Should I tell this story yet?
This is going to be long, and we're already at 2 hours. Let's save it for the next one. Let's give him a teaser, and we'll save the whole thing for the next one.
Okay.
We'll make it about that, and we'll do it in like 2 or 3 days. So
Okay, well, this is a huge teaser.
Or something.
We met a guy weeks ago. He's been coming here, and we actually bought like
a couple months or something.
He's practicing making wood furniture. He's trying to get good.
He's doing good.
He is doing good.
He reminds me of me like 10 years ago or something.
Yep. So he was bringing pieces for consignment in our store, and we bought this beautiful wood trunk from him that we're using as blanket and sheets and pillow storage or whatever. So he's been driving around with the first benches that he ever made, and he decided that he needed to drop them off, and he came here to drop them off. And then Charlie pulled in, and the way he looked at Charlie was with absolute disgust. Like he thought something very bad.
Well,
and I looked at him and I was like, "That's Charlie Dog, man." He's like, "Yeah, no."
Let's do less than this though. But let's do. We had somebody over and
wrap it up then, right?
Well,
It's a wrap.
no, well, we want to save a lot of it for next time. That's the thing. So we had somebody here that we know, and they had some information about somebody that we know as well about a bigger case, but they didn't know that they did.
Okay.
So they didn't know they had the information that we
putting
discovered
Lulu
that
out.
they know, and
Come on, Lulu.
things just come together. Things come together in a way sometimes that's just really interesting, and we love that. We call it synchronicity, and we don't believe in coincidence. Generally, there are coincidences, but things like this, when things come together all of a sudden like that between people that you know and people that you don't know, and just information that couldn't have been transmuted without a point in time that just brought everything together in one big just right. So something happened, and it's great. We're going to talk all about it next time.
Yeah.
But it's about Charlie. It's about his dogs. It's about what happened those different nights, and it really brings things into perspective for us and for you guys, and it's going to be really good.
Well, hopefully for law enforcement, it changes everything.
Yeah. No, they don't know anything about this,
Yeah.
or they didn't until this. So,
and
synchronicity. Exactly.
Hopefully Charlie's talking with this guy now, and
they're talking. Yeah.
Yep. Good. Because they should. Anyways, it was really like divine intervention, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
There's new evidence in the case, but I don't know if Mika will get out. I think they just keep putting it off, and it's sad.
Well, it's like they did with ours, except ours wasn't elderly. She was a puppy when they brought her in and just kept her forever. So before she got adopted out to somebody out of state. But, with Mika, she's 16 years old. She's cane courses aren't supposed to live past 11 at the very most, 10 or 11 or something like that. So Mika is very, very elderly. She's probably like a 90 or 100-year-old human, elderly. So if you imagine like a centurion human, you can imagine like what Mika's going through right now. So
yeah, it's sad. I mean, imagine what Charlie's going through too, because I honestly think they're setting Charlie up.
They've been setting him up for
oh, thank you, Larry. I love you.
Sandra,
you look pretty too.
I'm so pretty. Look at this shit. I'm pretty as fuck. Okay. Anybody said I'm not pretty? Just ask Larry. I'm pretty.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways.
So. Yeah.
No, lots of people think you're pretty.
Okay. Cool. Save Mika. It's scrolling across the bottom there. That's the URL. Sign the petition.
Yes. If you're new here, please sign the petition.
And I am writing a press kit right now to give to press outlets, different news outlets, to bring some awareness to this issue. And so go sign the petition. It helps with press. It doesn't help with the law at all. But what it does do is brings attention for news media to come and interview him, interview us, whatever has to happen to get the dog free.
MacB, you don't see Larry because we're live streaming to Facebook, and he's over on Facebook. He's not on YouTube. So you're not blocked. He's on Facebook watching the live.
No, so we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and we're also on Twitter right now. And to be honest, I really don't watch the Twitter ones, but I'm sure some people do. Twitter people. So
yeah.
So
all right. So back to the final thing I want to point out about Desmond, and we're gonna wrap this up after that. But the important part of why we're bringing up Desmond is because through Feet Fables and looking through Joel Brown stuff, his connections, and just, I mean, we'll show you later how we break it down. We just got to learn how to show you how we find these things. But through Feet Fables, we found Lev, and then we found some American men, because he's not American, obviously. But we checked out the American men that were following him, and we presented one of his biggest fans who saw that. Okay, but then that led to sort of a catalog of famous kids, and most of them were trans. Some of them were, little Olympic kids or whatever. Well, famous kids, just like athletes, models.
The kids that say they're trans kids is a thing. trans kids, you know, if they're kids, they're not trans yet because they haven't had a surgery or something, but they're cross-dressing kids and they intend to be trans when they get 18 or whatever they become of age. So it's just as messed up. It's just as, you know, it's convoluted, and it just, it's not the way that kids should be.
No.
And we don't think that kids should be sexualized in any direction, you know, like heterosexual, homosexual, it doesn't matter. Like kids should not be sexualized at all. Kids should not have a sexual nature being imposed upon them. So kids should be kids, right? Kids should be just kids should be kids.
And at 9, 10, 11 years old, you shouldn't know what ketamine is.
No.
I didn't even know what ketamine was until I was adult.
Oh,
I tried ketamine once and it was the worst experience of my entire life. Like I literally felt like I wasn't inside my body and I was in a pod, like Fire in the Sky. I don't know if you've seen the movie Fire in the Sky, but I felt like I was in some like beehive, like weird gelatinous pod, and it was the most terrifying experience of my life. Like I had no sense of my body at all, and that is where my mind was, that I was just like in this colony of people pod juice of, and it was almost like black goo, you know, like plastic bags surrounding you, but it was like living, it was like black goo, and it was breathing and stuff, and it was the worst, most awful feeling of my life. And I can't imagine giving that to a kid and then abusing them on that substance. That is the only experience I ever had with that. I never wanted to do it again. It was like one of the most awful experiences of my life, you know, and I can't imagine that kids are doing this stuff now, and they are, you know, and it's so sad. But we're gonna play Desmond's music video now. It's right there. There it is.
This?
Yep. We Are Amazing. Official music video by Desmond the Amazing.
You share it in. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there it is.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
You are amazing. We are amazing. We are all amazing. I am amazing. You are amazing. We are amazing. We are all amazing. A-M-A-V-I-N-G. Try to pose. 1, 2, 3. A-M-A-V-I-N-G. Try to pose. 1, 2, 3. Look into your heart, 'cause you're a work of art. Pay the haters no mind. I'll never be as fierce as you are not. Dragons, dragonitas, fashion the mandalistas. Hashtag Shantae, the world is your runway. Yeah!
So,
all right, let's go back just a second. Look at that last clip. All right, look at this.
This guy?
All right, look at the art on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
So this is pretty weird stuff. What's going on in all this? Like, what is the big-eyed picture up to the top? But just all of it's weird. Okay, keep going.
Well, it's not exactly little kid art.
No, but I mean, you know, it's a little kid video.
Yeah.
All right,
I
keep
know.
going. He looks drugged up there. He definitely looks drugged up. And what is in his pants? Like, for real.
What does that say?
Did you see that? Look at that. What the hell is that shit?
It's hard to say what it.
I don't know. Look. Back it up.
Yeah.
I mean, this is disgusting that they make it this obvious.
It's just weird. You know, like even the stuff that isn't necessarily gross, it's just like weird scenery. Like who designed this and why? You know,
who does that?
Who
does that?
Who does that?
Okay, I want to stop here. All right, so look at the spiral behind them. Okay, and it's going clockwise. That is a hypnosis technique, and so we did slow this down a little bit because it goes pretty fast. But I wanted to point out some of the mind control stuff that's going on here. And the next slide we do, we might just go ahead and stream the documentary that my friend George and I made together that is recreating consciousness, and just stream that maybe, and you guys can watch it. And that movie was there, a lot was involved in that. And George and I deeply studied MK Ultra and their mind control techniques and how they use sound and light to control people's brains through their television and their computers and stuff. And what we did is we took the exact same mind control techniques and we reversed them. So if you see us spiraling things in that documentary, we are doing the reverse spiral. We are not doing the we're doing the backwards counterclockwise stuff. And we make it obvious. Okay. And so this is clockwise. The way this, yes. No, it isn't. Click it. I know, but watch it spin. It's going clockwise, okay? So clockwise goes into hypnosis, and counterclockwise actually activates the part of your brain that is awakened. And I'll explain that and how we broke that down in our documentary because, you know, Rap streamed it and, you know, they're trying to make it like something that it's not. And I would like to explain to you exactly what was going on in that video. What? You want to go ahead and play this?
1, 2, 3. A-M-A-Z-I-N-G.
Okay, look at the girl at the bottom. That's a bear. She has some bear symbolism.
1, 2, 3. What? And shut it off. The crowd can't get enough. Anywhere that we are, you know we're gonna shine like superstars. Jackets, dragonistas, fashion evangelistas. Hashtag Shantae, the The world is your runway.
What?
Did you see the symbols they're doing down there in the lower right?
Yeah, you want to discuss them?
Yeah, I mean they're definitely something.
Okay, I want to say something about this throne. This looks like a throne of poop. Okay, this is the intestines, and it looks like giant turds and upside down rainbows. That is a pile of poop that the unicorn trans kid who's drugged out of his mind is sitting upon. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's turned into a triangle and an upside down triangle. What do we have here with upside down rainbows? That is what is considered inverted magic. Anything upside down is the opposite meaning. And a triangle is obvious of what it is. If you don't know what it is, then you need to go and research that. But the upside down triangle full of upside down rainbows. Well, what is the rainbow? It's the promise that, you know, we won't ever be destroyed again. But let's move forward. But that's a poop pyramid. What the hell? With a unicorn, you know, riding as the king, queenish, or Baphomet, hermaphrodite, whatever it is, in like the child form.
It's a child.
I mean, it's a child. But what the representation is exactly what I just said. A Baphomet in a poop pyramid. Like, what? Anyways.
I am amazing.
Really?
You are amazing.
Wow.
We are amazing. We are all amazing. I am amazing.
I don't even know what's going on in there.
Finish it up.
All right.
Amazing. You are amazing. We are amazing. We are all amazing.
Okay, there you have it. We are amazing. Absolutely freaking amazing. But hey, we're conspiracy theorists, right? So, we just really wanted to introduce you guys to Desmond the Amazing. because we found a catalog that Desmond's in, digging deep through Pete Fables. And Joel Brown, you need to answer some questions. You need to answer your phone. Yeah. We got a lot of questions for Joel Brown. Anyways, have any of you guys looked into Feet Fables yet? This stuff definitely pops up in all your kids' stuff. Be very careful of your kids being online. For real. This is kid material. I hope you guys understand that. And that's why we're putting it out there.
Well, I think for people to really understand that, we have to go into Disney and Elsa Gate and things like that. You know, the things that have been putting out and into the public eye with cartoons and media for kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't understand that stuff yet. And it's all right. I mean, we didn't until a certain point. We didn't until it was too late. You know, until it was just so saturated that pretty much everything that was being put out by Disney, Pixar, all of them was disgusting. And we didn't catch it until it was just on screen. So, you know, it's all right. But,
well, I didn't really let the kids ever watch that shit. I mean, we would like let them watch some stuff. You know, friends were there, they wanted to watch this thing, and we'd be like, hey, y'all. We were calling out all the crazy stuff to the parents, and we didn't let them watch it anymore.
Right.
But it was like all learning experiences for us, you know?
I'm not talking about you. So I'm talking about the public. I'm talking about you guys. It's okay. You know, everybody watches Disney. Everybody watches Pixar. Everybody watches DreamWorks, all of it.
Yeah.
And it's all got subliminal things as well as the obvious things that we can pause the video easily and show you. But there's also subliminal parts of it that aren't obvious at all, and you have to actually look for them in the audio and the video of it.
Right.
And so you have to search for it, and but things happen so fast, and a child is a sponge, and they absorb everything all at once.
Well, that's something we're going to cover too, is subliminal messaging and the programming within things that you think are totally innocent. You know, a lot of parents think that Desmond's innocent. You know, oh, he's a free kid, he's allowed to, you know, flow freely through life. No, he's not. He's a sex slave. You know, by the looks of it, who snorts ketamine and lays down on the couch for his handlers. That, just got out of prison for chopping somebody up, but he's a millionaire. You know, why is Desmond the Amazing a millionaire? Can we all ask that question? Why is he a millionaire?
Why are we not millionaires?
Why are we not
Just
millionaires?
kidding.
Right? Just kidding. But well, now I'm kind of nauseous. Thanks, guys. Oh, you know, what do you expect? No, this is nauseous, but we had to expose this, Larry, because this is what we've been looking at for the past 2 weeks, and I was literally like completely nauseous, like so sick for the past 2 days for the things that we've had to look at. And yes, we are turning everything we are finding over to law enforcement, but it does not make it any easier. And no, we are not going to participate or contribute to the drama and the BS or this psyop any longer. And we are going to end this game you people are playing with people who actually do care and want to do something to help kids. But you got people so distracted and so mind controlled and manipulated, and you're turning them into awful people who are saying awful things to innocent, beautiful people who have come to spread light and awareness and the truth and the message and the solutions. We know what the solutions are, but they're not going to work without the collective. You know, we can't, like, there are no real superheroes, y'all. Y'all are looking for a superhero, and you know that's why y'all are attracted to Ernie, because he looks like a superhero. But even superheroes are easily manipulated.
Sure.
He does. He looks like an action figure, like everybody wanted him to be. They were going to pay for it.
Blow up doll.
No, we were going to talk about that. You know, if he was going to pimp himself out.
I suggested that too.
I know. We were going to sell his blow up doll.
We were going to sell his blow up doll.
If he was going to have an action figure, we wanted rights to the blow up doll.
They were going to be $299.99 each, and plus shipping and the handling, which is like $599.99. And then
I think his handler cost a lot more than $5.99.
I think it depends on who's handling the blow up doll.
No, but the handler that sold him the medallion and the action figure.
Lisa?
No. Alicia.
Oh,
that's not even her name. Is it Katrina?
Same thing, right?
Or is it McCaffrey? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Maybe both.
It's probably something
Maybe
like
she has 3.
I don't know.
Handler's going to handle.
Something like Turner's or something. I don't know.
How many Turners? No, that was condensation dripping on me.
Condensation bites.
No, look.
I know. It sucks.
Y'all like these cups?
I do that.
Should we start making cups again?
Mm-mm.
Cheers.
I love water. Water's awesome. Dr. Walsh.
I'll pass on the blow up doll. Me too, for real.
Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want one? I think
you should just come on panel and tell everybody good night and stuff.
I think you need 5 of them.
Yeah.
Personally, I think you need
Justice
5.
for Kai the Hitchhiker. Tell us about Kai.
No.
Troll alert.
We're about an hour over the limit. Troll alert.
I know, we're trying to keep these shorter.
There's no trolls in here.
There's no troll. Oh, Dr. Walsh is a troll. That's rap. Read it.
That's not Dr. Walsh.
Dr. Walsh, yes. Right here.
Oh, yeah, that's one of your accounts. I remember that.
Oh, wait. Let's ask him. Let's go ahead and ask him.
What?
All right, so what the hell are you talking about, rap?
Do you want to bring him up on panel? Or
no, because he'll hack us. We can't give him the...
I don't care about hacking. Hacking's fake.
No, it's not fake. It's very real.
Oh.
What? Are you saying that you're going to piss all our team off
I
that have been hacked?
off. It's okay.
Hacking is not fake.
I'm good with it.
No. Okay, Dr. Walsh, why don't you just...
Sex in front of your infant. What? Well, first of all, what... yeah, none of that is true. So
why did you say that?
Dr. Walsh. You said anything else since that?
Let's find out why he said that.
Yeah, but I'm looking for other comments. Yeah, that's interesting. Everybody ask him what he's talking about.
I love you, sweetie. Good night.
Good night.
He's not blocked.
He's not blocked.
Nobody's blocked.
No, make sure you didn't block him because you were about to. Maybe you accidentally.
Well, I haven't blocked anybody tonight.
Okay.
Let's see. You can see who's blocked in some of this stuff. No ban guess. Nobody's
Just sign into another account. We know you got like 10 rap. Come on.
Nobody's blocked. Nobody's blocked.
Okay.
Nope.
So tell us what you mean, rap.
Oh, she blocked him. Well, not. I mean, I guess go over to Facebook. I don't know.
Hey, Rap, you call all the time. Go ahead and call on the phone. I'm
Go
going to
to
just like lay the
Twitter.
phone down and let's talk about what you're talking about.
Oh, you want to talk to him now?
Let's talk to him.
I want to talk to him face to face because
He won't face ever.
well, that's my point.
Yeah.
Tina, is that he won't show his face, and so I want to see his face because he sees my face, but he's a little coward. But everybody knows who he is anyway. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just want to see his facial expressions while he says certain things that he says is the thing.
That's why he won't show his face. He's a coward.
Right. Well,
Because he knows we'll like see through his lies, through his eyes and his lips and
He
his
has no
body
face.
language.
does he have no face?
He has a
Was
face.
his
And I'm
face
sure it's a pretty face.
Burnt off? Or
So
like,
there's no shame to his game because he's pretty.
did somebody
so-
carve off his face?
No.
Does he have a pretty face?
I bet he does.
How do you know?
I have no idea, but I bet he does.
You have no idea, but he bet he has a pretty face.
I have no idea, but by the sound of his voice, you can usually judge people by the sound of their voice.
But usually, if you carve someone's face off with a knife and then they can still speak,
That hasn't happened to him,
How do you
okay?
know? How do you know?
Because he's an overprivileged child. They wouldn't do that to him.
Somebody
And if
would.
they did do that to him, they would sew a pretty face onto him.
I mean, I would.
So I bet he has a pretty face.
So,
Hey, Rap, call.
I'm so
You got my
tired of
number.
call me.
It's not even my number.
No, it's our number.
It's our number. It's the Hemp Cafe number, and you call it a lot. So if you got something to say, call.
Yeah, Colin. Let's end it.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
you ain't calling. I want to end it on another note too, because people are asking if we're talking to Ernie. I mean, we're here for Ernie.
Ernie, why?
We're here for Ernie, okay? Ernie,
Why would we be here for Ernie? Ernie's a con. Why would we be here for him?
Ernie is not necessarily a con.
Really? How?
Ernie is a manipulated tool boy right now.
Tool boy.
Yeah. And he is controlled by cons. And he honestly believes that
Like who?
a leash,
No.
a turn, anyways, there are handlers. This world is
She
like
said.
way. So this world is way stranger than people can ever imagine. And there are handlers out there, and they have tools of mind control. And I do know that a strong person can overcome mind control. But I also know that even the strongest of people that goes after or through trauma after trauma after trauma, there's something called trauma-based mind control. And I think you all should look up trauma-based mind control and how people can become handlers through people's personal trauma. And they can use trauma as a tool or a key to own or manipulate souls. And that's something that's very real. And I do believe in,
I pray for Ernie every day.
I mean,
Believe it or not.
yeah, you know, I mean, Xander is pretty hurt and angry.
I am not
And-
hurt or angry.
Oh, don't lie. Okay, everybody in the whole team
No, I'm just done.
is disappointed. And, you know, I mean,
There's a very
Xander slept in his car for 3 days.
Huge difference between being hurt and angry or just finished with someone because they're trash.
Well,
And that's where I'm at.
the finish comes after everything you've given and done. And then just get trash because somebody got mind controlled and convinced that, oh, this is a tactic. This is how it's going to work. And this is how you're going to be famous. And, oh, this is how we're going to pay for lawyers. And we'll only give you this if you get rid of them because they make you look bad. I mean, it's ridiculous how much these people have done this to both sides. Like, we have people that come at us all the time. Oh, Ernie's a bad look for you. He's going to ruin you guys.
So,
and then,
what does that mean?
I don't know. And then, vice versa. He's had it way worse because most people know that we don't buy bullshit and we don't play games. But Ernie is very easily manipulated. And they know that. And they just continue it until, they want to ensure that Ernie has no one in the end. And I see it for what it is because I've studied mind control tactics and I've watched it happen. And, I understand, like, Xander is super, super frustrated. And a lot of you people should be frustrated.
Not really. I'm actually very happy right now.
Well,
but I don't expect you to.
I know because it was like, high maintenance puppy, and I understand it. I know a lot of you guys super love Ernie, and we do too. But, you can only take so much and give so much when you don't get back. So, and we should post this right here.
Right.
So,
yeah, that's always a response.
It is very frustrating to watch the flip-flop. I don't know. It's hard for those of us who, do know and care for people who are a puppet on a string. It's sad.
Every town has controllers and handler networks.
Rap said something. Let's find out what Rap said there.
To manipulate him into getting that chip in his brain. What? No. Ernie didn't have a chip in his brain, but if he did, then we didn't put it there.
We didn't put it there. And he has something in his brain that sets off an EMF detector that I saw myself. And so we're assuming that's a chip. And we've also seen blood shoot out his face when drones fly over. Do you not ever want to talk about that, Xander? Is that not real?
I've seen drones fly over us, yeah.
And blood shoot out his face at the same time? Did that ever happen?
He bled out his mouth.
Yeah, and his nose.
His mouth.
No, it came out of his nose and his mouth.
Really?
Yeah, he dripped blood all the way, and we drag him in, and he go to the bathroom and stuff.
I believe it.
You believe it? Why would you say that? You saw it.
I haven't seen it, but I believe you.
You didn't help drag him in from the parking lot when he dropped that barbell weight? Blood was coming out his nose and his mouth. Did that happen?
Yeah, when Kendall threw it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he collapsed and stuff. And a drone was flying over and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's all coincidence. Who knows?
There's a lot of weird shit that's happened here.
There's a lot of weird shit that happens to Ernie. And a lot of times it involves like drones flying above or cars with weird things on top of them going by very slowly or stopping. I don't know. maybe it's just all our imagination, but we see what we see.
I hope not.
No, it isn't. I'm just being a smartass, really. Xander's very mad at Ernie.
Xander's not mad at Ernie at all. Xander's actually.
Xander's full of shit about being mad at Ernie.
I've forgiven Ernie long ago.
But so, Dr. Walsh, we know your rap. We also know your true identity. And we also have every bit of slander and libel that you've thrown our way. We don't ever talk about you. We don't say anything about you. We don't say anything about your family. And you're in trouble, dude. I don't care how connected you are to law enforcement.
What did he do?
What?
Rap.
What did Rap do?
General awareness. Dr. Walsh, what did he do?
Dr. Walsh. I mean, he's sitting here trying to mind control our viewers.
Right. Well, what's the worst shit that he's done?
Libel and slander. He's talked shit about our children. Does that matter to you?
Yes.
Okay.
So what's the worst thing he said?
I mean, we can go through it.
Yeah.
Your own husband showing. Okay. I'm a perpetual liar. Is that what is happening here?
No, I'm asking what Dr. Walsh has done. And what's the worst stuff that he said about us or our kids or any of it?
Why don't you go through the massive amount of files we have on it?
I'm asking if you recollect anything.
Yeah, he actually told people that he was getting information from Gigi that we rape our kids.
There we go. There it is.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Rapp, you have accused us of raping our kids on camera and putting it out there to the internet or something, right? Isn't that what we do? No, we don't. We don't make child porn. We don't make anything like that. We have nothing to do with any of that world. But
are you going to answer to him about his accusation here?
Which one?
Is what he said, that even your own husband. Number one, he's not my husband. He is my partner. So this is funny. Your own husband showing you're a perpetual liar.
Who?
Do you have something to say to him about that?
To Rapp?
For saying that, yeah. Am I a perpetual liar?
Well, no, you're not a liar at all.
So, what are you saying that I'm a perpetual liar about? I'm only a true speaker.
There it is.
Yep, there it is. Go ahead and pin it so everybody can see.
So what is she a liar about?
Yeah, he's trying to cause conflict. That's what these people's jobs are.
Well, that's the whole aim, right? Is to come between people like me and her, me and Ernie, her and Tina, or her and Ernie, us and like anybody really.
And even our mods.
Even our mods. Even
they try to poke little things.
Anybody on our team, anybody they can get between, anybody they can cause different things to happen between, or say he lied, something about something. It's all just drama bullshit, but
it's all drama
and bullshit. It causes divides where people think that others are lying about something that there wasn't a lie and there wasn't a conflict in the first place. So, I mean, that's their whole game. I don't know. I mean,
Xander and I both have different.
I know Tina, and she's not a liar. She's not a instigator of bullshit. She's not dishonest in any kind of way. So, I don't know. You can try, but it's not going to work.
I mean, what do you feel about me? Go ahead and tell them. I mean, they think that you're some chump and all kinds of shit. Like, they say all kinds of shit about you.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm. See, we don't look
What do
at
I
your
feel
stuff.
about you?
Sander doesn't look at your shit that y'all say, but I see it. Everybody sends it to me. I mean, I know what Xander feels about me. Xander fucking worships my ass. It's weird. He's a tenophile.
I do worship your ass. It's the best ass.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
I love you too. I mean, we both have different perspectives on Ernie, and Xander is way more over it than I mean, he didn't jump out of the car with me. Xander had to go through that, I mean, I don't think Ernie's a con man. I think Ernie is a victim, and he lives in his victimhood.
Well,
and I don't really think that it's necessarily the right thing to do when you see somebody with a good heart to be mean to them, because they only know the experience of their victimhood.
well, it's hard to say whether someone has a good heart when they do certain things.
Well, I
That's all I have to
honestly
say.
believe that in Ernie's mind, like, he's constantly, like, he thinks he's doing tactics,
Mm-mm.
and he has people telling them that they're this and they're that and blah 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 blah, and they're gonna do this for him, and it's all trickery, and it's really sad to witness. It really is. No matter how many times, like, Xander and I have told him that it's trickery, he'll get angry and be mad at us, and you think everybody's the enemy, and then they try to kill his ass or some shit, and then we'll be like, we told you so. We told you that dude was trying to trick you, or whatever, and it's just, it's sad. It's sad because I hope you people realize that what you're witnessing is MK Ultra all the way. And it's trauma-based mind control. And they have completely and totally controlled Ernie's mind. And he's going to come back tomorrow saying, I have my own mind. I am my own man. And I'm just doing what makes me happy. But he isn't. Okay, because what's happened to him is he has been convinced the grass is greener on the other side, and the conspiracy theorists are, negated and making him look bad, which is the same thing the other side tells us is, Ernie's a bad look for you guys. You need to move on without him. It's just been that constant battle for us for a year of just random people coming to us saying Ernie's a bad look for you, and then vice versa. Constant, like, even fake profiles of porn women in half-dressed suits, like, oh, Ernie, yeah, you need to ditch Xander and Tina. It's just never ending, and I mean, he's choosing the dark side, and it's sad because even after his brother spent like 3 days living in a Hummer away from his family, which is literally the longest that Xander has ever been away from me or the kids. Like, he's never once been 3 full days like that away from us in the entire time I've ever known Xander, and slept in horrific conditions until we were able to get him bail and get him home, and to help comfort him through a traumatic situation, and the fact that he doesn't see that, and he bit the apple this time. This time the boy bit the apple, and he ate from the tree of wickedness. So he allows chicks that I call filters. They are filthy filters. Succubus. And they taunt him and they tease him and they promise him the world. And then he has, this, PR and this agent and this rep and blah, 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 blah. These people are blowing smoke up its ass. I mean, he's being gaslit. And they can't stand that we're the ones who tell him who's fake and who's not. I mean, he has his own people, but even his own people are like, oh my God, God help him. And that's the truth. And I mean, I care, and it's just hard because we do care. It's like family, but it's like when your kid grows up all grown up, and then they decide to go be a junkie, or they make super bad decisions, or they're hanging out with the wrong crowd. It's like, what can you do? You can't really do anything except let them go their own path. So
you're being triggered, apparently.
I'm not even reading the chat.
I know.
I'm just like, I mean, I understand Xander's point of view, and I understand my point of view and others. I mean, we're getting a lot out of this whole situation, from so many different people. So many people asking questions and that we don't have the answers for, except, I mean, Ernie's just, doing his free will thing. Just, I mean, is it going to cost him? Yeah. It is. It's going to cost him. It has cost him, and it is what it is. So, I mean, but for people to think that Predator Hunter Nation was riding the back of Ernie, that's just not the case. And a lot of what Ernie has put out there is us. A lot of y'all's favorite little, catchphrases and stuff like that came from us. And I mean, not to say he doesn't have his own. So thar. Ernie can have that one, but Rap already bought it.
Well, Ernie got most of his stuff from us.
Ernie got most of his stuff that he gives to you guys from us, except from his, real life rescues.
You want to talk about that, though?
What?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But Predator Hunter Nation was the foundation of it all. And we do what we do. And we hunt predators. And we hunted predators long before Ernie ever came along. Ernie actually came along because we were so good at hunting predators. Ernie would never have even taken notice of us if we weren't so awesome at what we do. So, well, thank you, everybody. Xander's pretty mad and hurt after all that he's done for Ernie. And it's rightfully so, I mean, I'm very disappointed in him. Like, I mean, I'm a mama, and I've always seen him as like, you know, a high maintenance puppy from a mama perspective. All you people who thought that I was in love with Ernie, or I wanted Ernie, or he was my man, or whatever. No, I really feel like I do have some sort of soul connection with Ernie, and that we are sort of entwined on like a soul level, and that's why our paths crossed. And for some reason, you know, we have something to complete together, you know. But Xander's done. Xander does not know Ernie on another life level, and I don't blame him. I get it, you know. I totally get it. But I'm not in like love with Ernie like all these trolls like to make it seem like I am. Ernie's like my twin brother, you know, and it's okay if my partner lover is not okay with my twin brother. Like we definitely have like a lot of the same vibrational and energy and heartfelt like synchronicity things, but I'm not the same as Ernie when it comes to a lot of the things that Ernie does. It's like he's sort of my polar opposite brother, where it's like the yin and the yang or something like that, you know, some sort of balancing thing that I tried to help bring a completion and balance to. But, you know, it is what it is, and people are who they are, you know, and free will is what it is, you know. So, and he has displayed his free will, and he can say that it's all a strategy and, you know, a tactic and things like that, but I don't know, it's not really a tactic unless there's results, right? We're about results and not excuses. And how many tactics do you have to pull with no results? That it's just shenanigans, you know? And I would say that with my own children. I mean, that's just the way it is. Like, you know, it doesn't mean that I'm a hater or, you know, that you're cut off and things like that. I'm not like that. And that's what these trolls want, is us to fight and argue and be angry, you know. And I'm not going to give them that. I'm just not. I'm not that way. I see it for what it is, okay? We all miss him teaching, but you know what? He may have done the tactical rescues, but as far as like the signs and the symbols and everything else, Xander and I taught him that, you know? And he was our front man. And, you know, I hate to say it. I mean, and I will say this right here and now. Any of you people that have believed him over the past 2 weeks and reacted based on whatever he's doing, he's fucking with y'all 100%. And you guys are fools. You are absolute fools for falling for it. You're like, oh, he's a con, he's lying, blah, blah, blah. He has totally been fucking with you guys. And he started doing that as soon as I proved to him that a lot of this is a game, and it's a very, very sick game. And we were drug into it, and we didn't know we were drug into it. And I'm not okay. I am an unwilling participant of it, and I'm not okay with it. And the fact that I'm not okay with it means I will destroy it and I will win it no matter what. We will win it. The whole team will win it. And we're fighting hard every day to prove to people that you are participating in a mind control game. And all these people you follow are the main players, okay? And they suck at this game. For real, they suck at this game. And when you go into their world and you poke at their game and expose their game, then their game starts to fall apart. They don't even know what to do because they've already planned their wins, just like a chess game, but they're playing duck, duck, goose at this point. Okay. And they're all feeding each other to themselves because we've exposed that it's a psyop, it's a game, it was a child exploitation, like strategy, like cyber panhandling. I'm not okay with the cyber panhandling at all in Summer Wells' name, right? As far as Ernie asking for cash apps, I mean, sometimes it's been bullshit. It started out as a troll move. He was just messing with people because it made him so mad. And he really didn't get cash apps at all in the beginning. I don't know what he gets now or whatever. But in the beginning, it was just a poke at people because it made people mad. But nobody ever really cash app any of us. We got nothing. Like, you know, and then I don't know really like what it turned into, but I did see that Ernie didn't get a lot until he did the hat thing. It was all mind games. And then, you know, it's because we all figured out that mind games were being played. So we mind gamed back. You know, it was just like, okay, whoa, they drug us into a psyop without our consent. Well, now they're going to pay for it. We're going to psyop them back. So yes, we have been psyoping. Absolutely. But only because you psyoped us first. And we realized it was a game.
Well,
and
you have to psyop the psyopers.
Exactly. We've been psyoping the psyopers. Ernie never had any plans or means, by any means at all, to drop a helicopter at the Summer Wells vigil. That was a fuck with you move, okay? Like, seriously, do you really think that Ernie was gonna, like, helicopter into a vigil?
No, he did.
No, he didn't.
He thought it was for
No, he didn't.
He doesn't now, but he did.
No, he didn't. He never thought he was going to do that.
For a moment, he thought that that was going to happen.
I don't believe that. I think it was always a psyop.
I do, because he told me. But,
really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't think he does now. I think that, you know, now he sees that that was probably stupid, and so he plays it off. But, you know, I get that. You know, it's okay.
But regardless, I mean, a lot of the stuff that you see is us trying to reverse the psyop, because this is psyop. We had no idea the true slime games that, you know, are going on, but we do not appreciate being drugged into it, like, without our consent. Okay, that is against universal law. We were taken advantage of, thinking that we were helping a situation or helping people and helping find a little girl or find some answers, and then we just got attacked like we were just, like, you know, just meat for predators or something like that, when we're the predator hunters, you know, and we're not going to be eaten and not, you know, bite back. That's not in our nature. I'm not at all. Like, these people thought they were going to drag us into a game and destroy us without our consent. Seriously, like, I mean, we're fully aware now of what we're in the middle of. And when I say we're in it to win it, we're in it to destroy the game and it never be again. Like, I don't play games. I don't play games in like real life. Like, even like, I mean, I like Texas Hold'em or 5-card draw or something like that, but rarely, you know. I don't play board games. I don't play games at all. So, to drag us into a game and not expect us to like decide to destroy you when we realize that we're in some weird, messed up, psychological, child exploiting, internet true slime game. I mean, seriously, I can't believe you thought you could drag us into this and not face some serious consequences without our consent. You violated our free will, so therefore, you know, you're guilty based on that alone. We never went into this, and this is a psyop, everyone. And really, I hope you stop just putting all your heart and everything into the psyop.
Thank you, Sassy Girl.
Thank you, Sassy. That's awesome. Thank you so much. But anyways, we're going to get off of here. We're here to, you know, show you guys the way.
We try to.
Not tell you the way.
Yeah. I mean, as we always say, do your own research. Don't believe us because we said it. Just look into it. Look into anything. Look into everything.
I mean, in all honesty, you know, fighting all these battles, you know, on Ernie has slowed us down from what we do and what we have done long before we ever met Ernie.
Well, the thing is, I don't watch other channels or whatever, but I've heard from people who messaged us and emailed us that the trolls are saying that since Ernie has left Predator Hunter Nation or something like that, that we're like distraught and we're just crying every day or something like we're just done with it. But that's not the case. Predator Hunter Nation is going to go on regardless of anybody who's involved or not involved. I mean, Predator Hunter Nation, me and Tina have been doing this forever, long before we met anybody who's involved now. So we're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep exposing truth, and we're going to keep exposing things that most of you guys have never heard of. You know, we're going to get deeper and deeper, and we're going to get weirder and weirder. And it's going to get uncomfortable for somebody at some point. You know, and everybody in here is probably going to want to look away at some point because we've seen things that no human should see, because there are humans out there doing things that no human should do. So we're going to keep fighting. We're not going to stop.
Oh, we won't stop. None of these people can ever stop us. Like, because, you know, we have a mission much bigger than, I guess, Ernie's. Ernie, I guess he's chosen the dark side, and there's nothing we can do about that. Okay? Like, you know, I mean, it's obvious.
It's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. It is very unfortunate, but he has chosen the dark side. You know, and it is what it is. But we keep pushing forward. We were before Ernie, and we'll be after Ernie, guaranteed, because we won't ever stop.
So like an alpha omega thing.
Yeah. He has even stepped on us, and he doesn't even see it. You know, like he said something today about, I guess my team has left me, and I wrote him and I said, your team never left you. You left them twice in 2 weeks. I didn't do that for you to think that's BS. And he thinks it's all tactics. He thinks he can say it's all tactics, but yeah, it's only tactics when the whole team knows what's going on. You know, it's not surprise attack tactics, you know, and that's not a con. Ernie honestly and truly believes in his own mind. He's got these like tactics and people directing him with the tactics, but you know what? I ain't never seen no action or consequences come out of these tactic creator masters. And he does have those. Like, that's not in his own head. He honestly, seriously does have people telling him, like, oh yeah, it's ridiculous. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen. You know, and I mean, we're just witnesses to the things that happen to people who sign contracts of their life away. You know, I mean, and it's sad.
Well, Southern Gal, nobody will ever have a life on YouTube because YouTube is not live. Okay.
Can you?
There's which one?
Can a mod get that Tinder
I
X
got
out?
They're
Okay.
already out.
Okay.
There, YouTube is not live, so to have a life on YouTube is impossible in the first place.
All right. Someone says Ernie needs to get over himself. Okay. I want to say something about that because this is something about victims and it's not just Ernie. Okay. Ernie can just be the poster child for that victim. Ernie is a victim. Okay. You guys aren't over on any other famous victim like Johnny Depp, for example, harassing the shit out of him.
Oh God.
Ernie is a victim and he lives in a state of defensiveness. And all of you and ourselves have seen him be attacked from like childhood traumas. They bring up family and childhood traumas that makes a grown man resort back into middle school, high school mentality of a state of defensiveness. This is mind control tactics 101. Okay, like if you go into the study of mind control and how to traumatize, then trigger, then control the victim, you'll start to understand Ernie a little better. And Ernie may never understand that side of himself. And he may always, you know, try to deny it, but it's obvious. Okay. It's obvious. And so all these people attacking Ernie are literally victim shaming someone. They want to talk about victim shaming or whatever, you know, poor Savannah Smiles. Yeah, Savannah, I got you, girl. I got you. So anyways, I'm not shaming Savannah. I'm saying fuck you for real. But you know what you did. Trying to play like the victim. At least Ernie like pretends to be the hero, but it's a victim. I don't know.
Somebody wants a link for Mika.
Do what?
Somebody wants a link for Mika.
Okay.
There it is. Yeah, go sign that.
But, you know.
It's good stuff.
It is what it is. I mean, you know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't, you know, make him drink. You can open the gate, but not make anybody walk through. You know, you can give them the key to life, but then they want to die. All right? I mean, people can say whatever they want about us. It's not true. None of this is true.
Yeah.
you know, these people have made up all kinds of stuff, and it's just not true.
Well, what I want to do is go on YouTube half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour every few days, every couple of days, something like that. Every other day, maybe. What we've been doing is going on for like 3 or 4 hours every week. And we've been debating back and forth whether it's like better to starve people like that and build up enough content to make a 3-4 hour live, which we could do. You know, it just goes long into the night. Like right now we have 95 people. And, you know, during earlier hours we'll have 200 or 300 people. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it better to do short episodes more often or longer episodes less often? I go back and forth about it all the time. I don't know. More YouTube. Okay, cool. Thanks, Melanie.
Please do a little more YouTube.
Make more YouTubes.
No, seriously. How often do y'all want us to be on?
Because
I mean, we can't be like Ernie. That's what Ernie's role was.
We have 5 kids. We have a business, 2 businesses. We have 2 businesses, 5 kids. You know, we're busy people.
Ernie was supposed to be like the lead singer of the band. And, you know, Mama played bass and Daddy played tenor kind of stuff. That's a song.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways.
I love you.
Mm-hmm.
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 Yeah, I don't know. Let us know. Email us.
Apparently, Rap thinks that, you know, you're calling me out for being something I'm not. So.
Like what?
Oh my God.
Super hot? But you are.
Oh, a perpetual liar.
You're a perpetual liar.
That's what he said. You should tell everybody about, you know, some of the shit you're saying. They've only heard my perspective. But
on what?
Maybe it's a different night.
On what?
Of the fucking circus shit show of mind control of Ernie. I don't know. I gotta go to the bathroom now.
Cool. You should say bye because I am. We're at 3 hours and 13
No, I'll say
minutes
bye.
and
Bye.
38 seconds. So we're saying bye.
Wait a minute.
I love you guys. It's been a great night.
I'll say my own bye in a minute.
I am going to wait for her to go to the bathroom and come back. So I hope everybody enjoyed the show. It's been a good one. It's been a long night. Personally, I'd rather do short episodes more often than huge long episodes every week or so. I don't know what YouTube prefers. I don't know what the subs want. I don't know. You know. So really, any feedback that you can give us, I want it. Just tell us what you want, because I welcome it. But as always, we'll speak the truth, even if we don't agree on what the truth is. We're gonna speak it because neither of us really give a shit either way. And yeah, it's gonna be straight from the heart, and that's what we're all about, right? More often. Yeah, I like that. Good. More often. They want more often YouTubes. I'm gonna
Are
use
we
this
still
comment.
going?
I'm going to use it. Yeah, we're still going.
Yeah.
I'm going to use this comment as a pillar for my comment. More often YouTubes. Let's do that.
No, I mean, that's what I've been saying. We need.
But shorter YouTubes more often.
We have to make shorter YouTubes. But I mean, there's a lot to cover. Well, that's part of why the YouTubes are so long, is because we wait so long and we have a lot to cover.
I know, but
people want to ask us
We shouldn't
stuff.
wait that long. We should do, because the thing is, we have so many different topics that we have to cover. Like, we've been doing this for so many years. We have so many different things, like even the videos we were watching the other night about the creatures and the giants and the things and the stuff. So there's so many different things that have to be covered, but we can do those in incremental parts. You know, we can do them in 45 minutes, half an hour, hour and a half even. I mean, and do them more often. And I think that would be better.
Right. Dr. Light, you say we know it was Ernie's face that was used. That was evil low attacks. That shows how Kaz is. Hey, Kaz, you guys need to find out who Kaz is, okay? We're pretty sure that Kaz...
Is it Kaz or Kaz or Kaz or Kaz?
I don't know.
Or...
We're pretty sure that that account is related to the Hampstead whistleblower cult. If you don't know who that is, look up the Hampstead whistleblower children. And
I think it's Cats, because you say like
Cats
pizza, like ZZ.
And
like
Hampstead used to always use cats
I know.
as all their
So I think
fake
it's
profiles.
Cats. I think it's Cats.
Cats.
Like you don't fuck with cats.
Yep.
On the who
documentary, Gigi
right?
claims to be. Yeah, I'm gonna get a hold of Rena B. Gigi, yeah, she's the real one that was one of two that busted Don't Fuck with Cats. And I'm gonna find out if you're the other part of Rena B. And if you're not, I'll prove you're a liar once again. Anyways, though, speaking of Gigi's lies, I never once in my life ever said my daddy was a carny. My daddy was not a carny.
I know that.
My dad was a very reputable, very successful boat salesman and engine repair, small engine boat repair. I lived my whole life on Tellico Lake, way far away from Rogersville. I've never in my life been to Rogersville. So quit saying that my daddy was a carny. My dad was never a carny. Dude, I don't even know the Simmerly side of my family.
I know, but they say he's from Rogersville?
Well, no.
No way.
That billboard guy who I was sending information to Carl about, you know, to like expose that piece of turd that needs flushing. Okay, like I don't know these people. Stop saying I do. You people stop lying about me. Okay, I don't know any of my Simmerly family. Can you stop playing with that?
What?
Because I hear it in there.
With what? That's not.
Yes, it's going boom, 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 boom.
It's my mic cord.
Can you stop fidgeting with it?
But I like it. It's stretchy.
Okay. So, anyways, I don't know my Simmerly family. My Simmerly family side, my grandfather ditched my dad when he was 5 years old, like, period. And I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years old, and this guy shows up, and I answered the door. I'll never forget it. It was my grandfather. He looked like Elvis, for real. He really looked like Elvis. And he was holding a big pink panther and a big pink elephant, and he had 2 bags of candy in his hand. And I was like, he's like, hi, sweetie, I'm your papa. Is Johnny home? I'm like, Daddy, this guy says he's my papa, you know. And then, like, we hang out the afternoon. The dude spends the night. Him and my dad get in a fight the next morning. I never saw the man again. He was a bank robber. He spent his life in prison after he left my dad, okay? And I never knew that guy. I met him once in my life, period. And, you know, you got these true slimers sitting there going, oh, yeah, Tina Simmerly, she's related to them folks. Hell no, the fuck I'm not. No. Even if I am, I'm not related to him because I never met him. Like, that's the problem with all these like tweakers. They're tweaking on their own madness, looking at ancestry.com. Like, do you know all your cousins? Do you know all your aunts? Do you know all your uncles? I mean, for real. Like, do you hang out with them? Do any of y'all hang out with every cousin or great cousin or, niece, aunt, uncle, fifth time removed? Like, do you relate your shit in life to any of those people? Well, that's who you're listening to when you're listening to Valkyrie. You're listening to Queen Nasaho of the Hohana YouTube, Maynard, that's from Alabama, who has way too many properties to be just a regular reservation Indian. Just saying.
Yeah, we don't say the names.
I didn't say full names. I broke them all up. Y'all just figure it all out.
Oh, the lawyers say otherwise.
No, I said that totally legal and shit.
Cool.
Shit, look at all her videos.
No, that's the point.
Well, anyways, all these fake news propaganda pushers, like they're trash. They're not telling the truth, okay? They're not telling the truth. They are misleading you, which makes us believe that they are participating in the game that is Tritroni. You know what? And the whole Tritroni thing is based on the IMDb.
That's
all these people
story.
have IMDb's.
That's a whole other story. It's
I know.
actually 2 other episodes.
Okay, I know, but look them all up. All these people who talk about us have IMDb's.
DB.
Whatever it is.
IMDb.
I do not have that. He does not have that.
Internet Movie Database.
Okay.
IMDb.
We do not have that because we're not actors. But let me tell you something. Because these people have signed that through all the laws and everything, it makes their entire everything fiction. So that's why they're getting away with these crimes. Okay, so that's why A Leash A Turn which is a fake name. One of the first things she did was got Ernie to join that. If you look at the date that he joined that, you'll find that's when his leash that turned Ern showed up. And now, because he has that, he is a fictional character. So there's that. These people are smart. Don't sign contracts you don't know what you're signing.
Well, they all are. That's why they're here.
Yeah.
So we're going to say goodnight. It's been 3.5 hours now.
Good night.
We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for
We'll
listening
see y'all
to us.
soon.
I know it's hard to listen to us compared to something like Dolly. But maybe after this, you can go listen to something like that and it'll be more lighthearted. But we love you guys. Thank you again.
Love you.
Bye. Sodar.
Sodar.